Okay, are we live?
We're back.
We are live. Excellent.
I think I yelled too much that my microphone just didn't pick it up.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Picked up
literally
some
like.
of it. But yeah, we're back for more Steins Gate.
Yes.
So yeah, we discovered some stuff last time about CERN, and that they've been keeping a closer eye on us than we would have thought. I mean, Daro discovered that like direct line we had to them, because they talked about how like connections actually work and stuff. I'm gonna shut up for this.
Oh fuck! Thank God. I thought my internet cut out. Can you hear me, dude?
Yeah, I'm just being quiet for the opening here.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Alright. Not bad chat. Not bad chat. Right chat. Alright, I'm all set.
Steins Gate.
Yes.
Glorious. Alright, well I used the opening there to send out links. So
Don't you love that you have one less server link to post in?
nothing has happened on that front, if you're still wondering.
No
I don't
no one
expect anything to happen.
Yeah,
I don't
no one
expect
literally
anything
cares.
to
I haven't
happen.
even bothered to delete my clowning messages.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Probably because they know their
yeah.
server's not going to be around much longer after they finish that.
They're not. They gave up on
remade
that
demo.
fucking ages ago. But I'm just like,
No, I mean
bitch,
once
fuck
they
you.
finish, that reworked demo they're working on, they're probably just going to collapse the server.
Or it'll collapse by before that finishes, which will be in 2 years, because they won't make any progress. Let's fucking not taint our fucking beautiful stream with this garbage.
Nah. We've got other stuff going on. Got a demo night coming up tomorrow. Then Monday, I'm getting back to Callisto after fucking last week happened, and that derailed the plans to maybe finish that. Because I think when I checked my progress on PlayStation, it said I was like, I think 2/3 of the way through the game, roughly. So I'm gonna try to finish it on Monday, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then after tomorrow night, I gotta start thinking about the schedule for next week and what all I want to do for that. I mean, I already know.
No.
Oh, posting my next schedule?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have made all the announcements, like I said.
Nice. Time.
Folks just
Alright, you
be
ready,
busy
man?
tonight, I guess. Oh, that's one more thing. I'm gonna update while we're waiting here. Customize channel. I'm gonna go to my description. Go to
You've got to like update the Discord link in your actual channel.
That's what I'm doing right now. Tractor Zone.
There is.
We'll publish that change. There we
I
go.
can't believe that you guys chose the obvious weirder one because you guys are just fucked.
Yep, let's click it.
Tractor Zone it is.
Yep, and there you go. It actually works. It actually works. Like, I still can't believe that was the name that they chose.
Oh, yeah.
That's just ridiculous to me. That's the name they chose. But yeah. I am ready to jump back in and figure out where we were. Alright, I'm gonna keep Discord in the bottom right corner of my main monitor. And let's see, Dogma and Event Horizon. That's right, I think we reached Chapter 5 last time. Yeah,
I know what's coming next.
That's right, I think some of y'all in chat were talking about something that was about to happen, you know, coming up in this episode. And, you know, I'm just waiting to see what it is. Because it's like, you all know what it is, but, you know, you can't tell me because I haven't played it. Alright, so let's find out.
Receiving mail.
That's right, we ended, receiving mail. I don't think we looked at who it was.
Yeah.
Mayuri.
Mayuri!
Hey.
You forgot? It all started when you asked for a costume for Kojiro, the flame user from King of Histories, remember? I thought it looked great on you, but you only wore it once. Such a waste.
That face is adorable. Just like everything about Mayuri. That was a response to this. For the cosplay thingy. Because we asked her what, why she's so passionate about cosplay and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think I remember reading that at the end of last episode, but because, you know, we saved before reading it, it didn't register.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, now that I read that, like, that face at the bottom looked familiar. As night fell, we tried to activate the phone wave, names had to change again, but as expected, the discharge did not occur. Yeah, we still don't know what's acting as the lifter for this thing, the bloody phone wave.
No, we don't.
We still haven't figured that out yet. Like, I have my, theories, just, you know, based on the Brawn Tube workshop downstairs, and something with that, maybe, but that's all I've really got as far as, like, you know, a guess right now. Mayuri is at her sewing machine, putting some finishing touches on a costume. She got back earlier this evening, after delivering a different costume to her friend, Fubuki-chan. She's been working on this costume ever since. Come to think of it, she usually heads home around 7 or 8, but today she's still hard at work. We can't see the time, so all we can assume is that it's later than that.
Yeah.
Mayuri, you should go home before it gets too late. Your parents will worry.
Okay, I'm gonna stay the night.
Mayuri? Staying the night at the lab? Unheard of! Scandalous! Really? She's never done that before.
Yep, I already told Mom and Dad.
Okay. Are you staying to work on your costume then?
It won't be done in time for Kamima if I don't.
I see, I see. Surprised your parents let you stay.
Imprudent.
Hey, how's it going? Finally made it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to take your place in the position of Steins Gate chat for its Steins Gate day.
Yeah. Was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Usual Steins Gate traffic has been a little slow today. Could just be everyone's busy this weekend. Because I don't know where we're at for everyone else's school year, but I know where we live, it's MEA week, which is basically like a short week where you get a few extra days off school because of teacher shit that they have to do for like the start of the year. So, a lot of folks might be on vacation or something. But not me. I just work. I'm just working.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's new with you? What's new with you, dude?
We don't have holidays.
Oh, no. I'm surprised your parents let you stay. I've met her parents any number of times. They're as ditzy as my Yuri. I would love to see that. What her parents are like. Because that would make a lot of sense for how she turned out how she did. Excuse me. But still, I don't think they'd appreciate their underage daughter staying overnight in this dirty lab. It must be my overwhelming charisma. No, wait. That makes me sound like a good person. So that can't be it. You're using your Wacom as a switch dog? That's amazing. I like how Okabe's second thought when he's second guessing himself is, no, wait, that makes me sound like a good person. That can't be right. He's just that dead set on it. I love it. Of course! My Yuri's parents are so afraid of my insanity that they sent me their only daughter as a hostage. Seriously, nothing gets in the way of this man's ego. Reported. Kurisu calls out from the development room. Can I say she has so many fun ways to say her name? Like, seriously, I have so much fun just lipping that to myself at work.
Oh, yeah.
She's been tinkering with the phone wave, name subject to change, but I guess she was listening. Oh, yeah. She's always listening. What would you do if I called the cops on you? I unleash my right arm on traitors, Christina. I saw. Imprudent. Very fascinating. And, Okabe, just a thought, but I don't think, Kurisu knows what that means. Yeah, Chunyo, whatever. Whatever.
I told Mom and Dad that Kurisu would be here, then they said okay.
Wait,
Christian.
so I have to stay too?
Yep. Don't you have to work on the phone wave?
I guess, but I don't relish the thought of spending the night here. At least not with a certain somebody around. Environment matters, Christina. This is a place of science and research, so you should have no trouble concentrating on your work. Trust the great Halloween Kiyoma. Also, it may surprise you to learn that I have equipped this lab with a system that stimulates brain function. That. So if you were wondering where my incredible genius comes from, now you know. It's because I sleep in this room every night. This stimulation system of yours, I assume it's been dumping toxic waste into your brain? You sound like an environmentalist, zombie.
Maishi knows you're talking about that, right?
Kurisu comes out of the development room to check what Mayuri's pointing at. This air freshener?
Creed said the smell makes you smarter. He bought it at Akio. When was that? Kibito.
About 6 months ago. It was on sale for 500 yen.
Starting to think even you don't believe it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm just laughing at the line. I'm starting to think even you don't believe the stuff you say. I mean, I don't blame you for thinking that, Kurisu. I mean, shit, dude. I've gone through air fresheners that last like a fucking week. There's no way that thing still works after 6 months. Like, I'm sorry, there's just no way. Air fresheners don't work like that. Besides, this air freshener's empty. Yeah, when I went to buy replacement packs, they already stopped selling them. Well, whatever. I was planning to stay either way. I'll join you, my Yuri-san.
Really? That's great.
On one condition. Okabe leaves. Me? Leave? I practically live here! This lab was promised to me by Steins. It's the dwelling place of my soul. We girls are staying here overnight, so you filthy boys need to show respect. Your home isn't even far from here, right? Also, who's messaging us? Oh, it's Ferris!
Ferris!
Oh no.
Yes!
Let's get through this first.
Okarin lives close to Maiushi in Ikebukuro.
Why, that's less than 30 minutes by train. Anyway, I'm not going to need your help tonight, so just go home like a good boy, okay? But I refuse! What? Are you planning to molest us? Damn, Karisu! Shut up, Mongolian spot! I don't have a Mongolian spot! And when did you see my butt anyway? I can't leave two young girls here alone! Minors need guardians! And he thinks he's qualified. Precisely. Precisely, my Yuri. I'll be 20 in less than a year and a half. In other words, Steins Gate has decided that I am an adult. I'm pretty sure that makes you a minor just like us.
Kurisu. I fucked that up. I don't think Okarin would do anything bad.
Oh my god.
I mean, we've been together for more than 10 years and he hasn't molested me once.
My god. Just how casually she says that. That's what gets me up. It's how casually.
It's just like, I haven't been molested.
I should not be laughing about that as much as I am, but god damn.
We shouldn't, but it's just, what the fuck can we do here?
Right? Like, it's just, it's so insane. I'm sliding down to my chair.
Kurisu's face encapsulates this very moment, just like, seriously.
It does, yeah, it does. She's just like, really? Bet. But he took you hostage, didn't he?
Yep, actually I'm still his hostage.
We should kick him out of the room. I sigh deeply and place a hand on my forehead. You disappoint me, Christina. I don't know why, but this music screams Genesis to me. Like, I actually just turned the volume down on the music, but I'm gonna turn it back up. I think it's the percussion in the background. Like,
maybe.
That percussion, that is Genesis right there. That is the Genesis sound. And I'm talking the Sega Genesis. Because, you know, I grew up with the Sega Genesis.
I know what you meant.
And, you know, sounds like that are, you know, that takes me back to my fucking childhood right there. Because I grew up, you know, listening to sounds like that playing Sonic games and shit.
Hey, it's like this was set in that kind of era, though.
It was, yeah.
So if that was intentional, fuck.
Yeah. Either way, I couldn't help but point that out. This lab is a place of science. We are above such petty concerns as sex. If you must speak of these vulgarities, then I'll have to ask you and your Mongolian spot to leave. Looks like that was enough to convince Kurisu. She gives me a fine gesture as she returns to the development room. I think she just accepted that no matter what she says, you're never going to leave. So
Yeah.
she's just like, fuck it, I'm done with this. So Christina really does have a birthmark on her butt. No! Oh, I love the comic antics in this game.
It is great. It all
it's also perfectly paced.
Different comedy. Like this game will never have an Aichi.
Nope.
But Devil will never have a Daru.
No, not even close. Funnily enough, like the closest thing to that would ironically be Aichi, but Aichi and Daru just don't compare. Beyond,
like
Aichi there's
not a whole lot they really have in evil, common. And like Daru is just intelligently pervy.
Yes, exactly. That's the difference.
Yeah.
After working on the phone wave, names have exchanged for about an hour, I head to a convenience store to buy dinner. Daru hasn't shown his face at all today. He must be busy with that part-time job. I still don't know what he's doing exactly. I forgot he got a part-time job on this world line. Probably something that utilizes his super hacker skills.
Hacker. It's hacker, dude.
Yep. I'm just saying it how Okabe says it. Hacker.
I know.
So, hello, Amelia. We've been waiting for you.
Hello.
How are you tonight? Just hope he steers clear of the law. That's a given Daru's dealings. While walking, I skim @channel on my phone. Yep. Time to dive into 4chan.
Here we go.
Teeter hasn't shown up lately. I think it's been a week since his last appearance. I've been reluctant to contact him ever since he called me the Messiah in his last email. Better now that you're here? Well, great. We will do everything we can to keep it that way.
Yes, we will entertain thee.
That was about the same time he stopped posting. Right. So it makes you it does make you wonder, doesn't it? If he's really legit. Because if he is legit, does that mean he's still even on this world line anymore? Or did he go back to wherever he came from? Definitely gives me something to mull over while we keep going here. Now @channel's denizens are busy slandering Teeter. The majority opinion is that he ran away. I mean, that's not an unreasonable conclusion since he hasn't posted. It's just a matter of where. Like, we know he's not posting, and we can assume that he ran away somewhere, but we don't know like the where. That's what we don't know. I wonder where Teeter went. I tried emailing him the other day, but he hasn't replied. His disappearance is especially worrying now that I think he might be Suzuha's dad. Yeah, I completely forgot that was a revelation last episode. I completely forgot about that. Because that's why she was running from us, and that's why we did the phone wave stuff to get her back. Because it's like we found that out, and I'm just like, what? It's like, bro, what do you mean John Teeter might be your dad? Like, that was ridiculous. I need to contact him somehow. Yeah, we kind of do have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh, it's another one of these. That doesn't fill me with confidence.
Check the attachment.
Oh, you know too much. That's not ominous at all. Hello! Well, I can't say this isn't fitting for Halloween. The fuck? Who are you, mysterious person sending me this shit? Who's doing this? And why? I demand answers. Feels as if a cold hand stroked my spine. Yes, the baby, whatever this is. Like I said, very fitting for Halloween. I hugged myself, shuddering at the sight. I guess now I know why I saved that Ferris email. God damn it. Ferris, give me some more. Give me some madness to make the actual madness go away. Is Mayushi okay? Tell her to have fun at Kamima for me. I don't think I can go this year, Nyan. I just don't have the energy, Nyan. I'm completely burned out. I can hear a voice shouting, "Get up, Joe, Nyan. Someone save me. The world is collapsing, Nyan."
Ferris is still Ferris.
Yup, even when she is completely fizzled out. Ferris is Ferris to the very end.
I'm just imagining her dying words will just be like, "Nya."
Hey, how's it going, Zach? Everybody is filing in. How's y'all's weekends going so far? But yeah,
by the way, let's ruin your day.
Yeah. If you're having a good day, it's time to ruin that. If you're just tuning in,
It's
time to ruin that, because we know too much by who, according to whoever the fuck this is, and this is a threat. Like, this is a threat.
That's not a threat, mate. That looks like a promise.
Yeah. Either or. So yeah, hi Omega. Zach, sorry if we just ruined you all's nights. With that, yeah, I don't know who sent that. Presumably the organization. But yeah, we know too much apparently.
I love how you're saying the organization.
I delete the email immediately. It's happening again. This is bad. Really bad. This is a threat. Hey, I already said that. We already clarified this.
You're becoming him.
Was it sent by the organization? By SERN? Does SERN know what we've been doing? Oh, what audiobook are you listening to? Should I report this to the police? What would they even do? Wait, I can't. I just deleted it. You fool! And in any case, a picture alone probably isn't enough to get the police involved. No, these guys know what they're doing.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah. Still,
It's just thrilling.
maybe I should talk to someone. But who? Thoughts racing. Not the girls. I can't worry them with this. I'm the adult here after all. Sure you are. What about Moika? No, she may be a lab mem, but she's been acting weird lately. Even if I tell her about this, she won't be of any use. Suzuha has her father to worry about. I guess that leaves Daru. I need to find out whether CERN has discovered our hacking. What would CERN do if they did find out, I wonder? A Demon's Tale audiobook? Neat! I don't know much about Demon Tales, but tell me about it. I'd love to find out. They wouldn't have us killed, would they? Despite my efforts to convince myself that this is just a prank, my feet hurry me back to the lab. Burst into the lab, gasping for air, and quickly locked the door behind me. Oh, finally I could catch my breath. But just then, I realize something is wrong. Mayuri and Kurisu aren't here. Did they go home? They said they were staying the night, so hopefully I would think that means they went out to eat somewhere if I wanted to be naive, but something tells me after that email it might be something else. All we can do is guess, but I have my suspicions. Their bags are still here. The lights are still on. The door. When I entered just now, it was unlocked. Would they be so careless? The memory of that threatening email fills me with fear. Dungeon core based audiobook. Don't tell me. Were they kidnapped? Who took them? The organization? SERN? And then I hear a noise. Well, that answers that question. So it was neither. It was secret option C. They just weren't in the room. Is that the shower? Yeah, it is. The lab has a shower inside the dressing room. Surprise, surprise. There's no bath. We can't afford such luxuries, and it's too small to fit more than one person inside. Now I hear the sound of water running. I recall the famous scene from Hitchcock's Psycho. Bro, look at that effect. Bro. That's giving me like 2001 A Space Odyssey vibes. You're only at the beginning of it? No! Fresh blood mixing into the water and flowing down the drain. Okabe, you're crazy. I mean, we all know that. I'm just stating fact. The corpses of two girls sprawled out naked on the tile. The second those images flashed through my head, I slam open the door to the shower room. Is everyone okay? Bro! Oh, fucking YouTube. Yeah! What are you doing?
Yeah, no peeking, Ocarine.
Through the steam, I see the wet, naked bodies of the two girls.
Oh my god, I see what you did with the stream.
Mayuri squats down while Kurisu bashfully twists her body, trying desperately to hide her unmentionables. Their faces red because of the heat? Or why do you think their faces are red, you dipshit?
Technical difficulties.
Oh, you're still alive. I wiped the cold sweat off my brow and sighed deeply. Don't scare me like that. What are you guys doing packed into that tiny shower anyway? Kurisu shoots me a deadly glare. Get out, you perv! Whoa! I dodge a bar of soap aimed at my face, then quickly flee the dressing room. Well...
Technical difficulties
that was all my fault. 18 plus has been blocked. Why? This is not an 18 plus stream.
Yes. Technical difficulties.
But I'm just saying, guys, we have an 18 plus channel on the server for a reason. You'll see what I mean after stream tonight.
Yes. My Yushi's sad. I feel kinda dirty.
You're gonna regret this. I'll never forgive you. Damn it. It's just a small misunderstanding. Yeah, not from their perspective. Like, Ocarine. From their perspective, you literally just barged in on them for no reason whatsoever. I do not want to see what you mean. Well, that's why the 18 plus channels on the server are optional.
It is like everything else, because I like optional content.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to opt into porn unless you don't want to.
Exactly. But, yeah, the rest of you will see what I mean after stream tonight. I mean, why the hell did they decide to take a shower together when they knew I was coming right back? It's like they wanted to be seen. However you want to rationalize it in your head, Ocarine, you're just plain and simply wrong on this one. Kurisu especially, for all that talk about not wanting to spend the night with me around, she sure dropped her guard awfully fast. Just lucky it was me who walked in on them. What if it had been the organization? They need to get serious. Fighting for our lives here. By the way, I didn't see a Mongolian spot on Kurisu's butt. Naturally. I don't even think you can see it from that angle. So we still don't really know. I mean, how much longer are they gonna shower?
They have to wash the dirtiness away.
After
and their
that,
eyes.
Probably a while would be my guess, Ocarine. Looking at the clock, it's already been more than 15 minutes since I got back. They were yelling at me a few minutes ago, but now I hear laughter and happy squeals coming from the shower room. Sounds like they're having a good time. They get along almost like sisters. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Wow, Kurisu, you're so slim.
But Mayuri, your breasts are so big. I'm jealous.
Oh god. Luckily, Daru isn't there.
Yeah, like, I swear, if Daru was here, he'd be having the time of his fucking life.
That'd be like the best.
Mm-hmm. They're checking each other out, aren't they? Oh, fuck off! Fuck off, Ocarine. Get it out of your head. Fuck off.
Did you do it?
In my head, I call up the memory of what I saw in the shower. Wet hair,
did it make
beads
it
of
in
water
time?
glistening on their soapy skin, round, full treasures hidden by conveniently placed steam. They're acknowledging their own censorship. I love it. I still don't think YouTube would think that's enough. Just a thought. Just a thought. I don't think that would be enough for YouTube. Hopefully they don't crucify me for flashing it before hiding it. I put my phone to my ear. It's me. We have a problem. I'm under attack from the Mongolian spotted Ditzy sisters. They're going directly after my sanity. A bold move against the insane mad scientist Hoenn Kiyoma.
The Mongolian spot and Ditzy sisters.
Ditzy sisters. That's actually pretty clever.
Mm.
This is the strongest offensive I've encountered so far. I realize now that vulnerability itself can be a powerful weapon. They're pulling out all the stops, and I don't think my pants can take it. Ocarine, stop! Give in to the temptation? Nonsense. Stop! I could never do that. They're fellow lab members, my loyal assistant, and my childhood friend. Must I? Is it truly the will of Steins Gates that I give in? Stop! That I raise my hand against my closest companions? If so, how cruel the fates be! El Sai Congru. If you're saying stop now, you should prepare for later. I'm sure it's only going to get worse from here. I know this game is not going to hold back. I mean, Okabe is enough of an indication of that. After a moment to collect myself, I put away my phone. Ugh, I need some air.
Ooh.
What's happening? 2 days have passed since Kurisu and Mayuri came to stay. During that time, Daru and I have done our best to support Kurisu's work on the phone wave, named subject to change. According to Daru, it should be easy to use the LHC to generate black holes for our use. The black holes form at the proton collision point, where the lifter is installed, and exist only for a few seconds before evaporating. During those few seconds, CERN throws a human into the singularity. We'll use those few seconds too. The gravity of the black hole compresses matter to infinite density. What a concept. CERN uses the lifter to keep the compression under control, but we don't want that. We're going to dial CERN's lifter down, not so much that it endangers the world, of course, but enough to compress our memory data to under 36 bytes. Did they figure out how to do that? Dara's been coding the necessary program. As for me, I've been searching for our lifter. The unknown device that pumps electrons into the phone wave needs to change and keeps our black hole open. Kurisu couldn't find anything that could serve as a lifter inside the microwave. Yep, sensible, because I mean, it's a fucking microwave. So it must be something on the outside. Yeah, that's what I figured it had to be. And that's why, you know, it only works at certain times. Which is why I'm curious about the Braun Tube Workshop's schedule for the day. Like their operating hours. We're not sure what it could be, and so far we have no idea where to start looking. Yesterday I consulted Daru about that threatening email. But Daru insisted that there's no way CERN could have discovered his hacking yet. Alright, we'll trust you on that, Daru, but it still doesn't explain the threatening emails. Of course, I had him make doubly sure we hadn't been tracked. His tests came back clean. I understand he's confident in his skills, and I trust him. Is it your birthday tomorrow, Omega? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing? If Daru says they haven't found out, then they haven't. But somehow knowing that does not ease my anxiety, because the emails are still there, still in your mental space. It's Friday, and although we still haven't solved the lifter problem, Kurisu is just about done with the time leap machine. Nice! And we have emails. You hope today's the day we get the first ending? I don't know how close we are to the end, but,
Look, I will say, we have reached the date that shit gets fucking real.
Okay, if you say so. Have you gone to any festivals or fireworks shows this summer? Maybe you have plans to go with, Mayuri-chan later? P.S. I did 22 practice swings with Samadare. No, too crowded. I'm being chased by the organization, remember? The last thing I need is a knife in the back.
How to make fucking Gator Steiner a rap song?
Ha! Just use this theme. I guess we'll find out what you mean by that. I don't know Mayuri's plans, but I'm pretty sure she's busy preparing for a different sort of festival soon to take place in Ariake. We'll send that, because that's what she's doing.
Anyway, I'm gonna go. Don't do anything. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom.
Alright, see you in a bit then. We'll hang out. Now, you over here. Whatever you just saw a few minutes ago, why are you giving me that look? Don't you go getting ideas over there. Don't you go getting ideas, you. We ain't doing that. Not here. Not the place. Don't ever make a deal with Fourth Wall Awareness Demon and Depressed Demon at the same time. Duly noted. And it is your birthday tomorrow? Well, happy early birthday, Omega. I hope it goes well. I hope it's a good one. How old are you gonna be? Oh. That's the new request. Oreo's requesting event chat. And I like how everyone's just responding with popcorn munch emotes for the fucking tirade I went on about the 6-star Terra raid that I did on Pokemon Violet during the hockey game today. Also, I just realized you can kind of see my face in one of the screenshots. So for those of you that haven't seen what my face looks like, you can kind of see it in one of those screenshots I sent on the gaming channel. 25. Wow. You're as old as me. You're as old as me now. Because I am also 25. I have been 25 since April. This theme is really good, Emilia. You're absolutely right about that. This theme is a banger. Like, I think I'm gonna find this theme after we're done with tonight's episode, and I'm gonna put it into Moss here because I want to listen to this while me and you are playing some games in here. Alright, you look like you're daydreaming, so I'll just leave you to it. And she just started smiling as soon as I flipped away, so I'm gonna take that as a yes. She's daydreaming about stuff. Stuffing things. Pokemon Violet, you play that too? Well, I talk about it in the gaming channel on the server here and there. I do a lot of Terra raids. I don't know what you do on Pokemon Violet. But yeah, I like to try and solo all of the Terra raids. And I've got a lot of different mons trained up for that job. And I was talking about a 6-star raid that I took on tonight that was way harder than I expected it to be. Like, it had no business being as hard as it was. Like, here, I'll pull it up on stream here. So this will be like a pseudo face reveal, because like I said, you can kind of see my face, but not really. Like, the logo on the banner for Yukot Sinistra covers up some of it. 5-star to 7-star solo, hell no for you. I mean, if you wanted to be part of the server, you know, I could teach you some stuff about how to, like, you know, EV and IV your Pokemon properly to, like, actually handle 5 to 7-star raids, because you really gotta buckle down and, like, you know, actually know how to give your mons like, you know, good natures, good EV spreads, you know, make sure their IVs are good, make sure they're max level, and then, you know, taking their movesets into consideration and held items. There's a lot to think about, a lot of minutia, if you really, you know, want to think about, you know, if you really want to do Terra raids properly. I started getting into this when I did the Dynamax dens in Gen 8 a bunch, but I didn't have to be, you know, quite as you know, specific as I do to solo stuff in Gen 9 compared to Gen 8. Because, like, in Gen 8, it's a lot harder to actually, like, max out all your Pokemon's IVs. So, getting, like, you know, the right, getting, like, all of their IVs maxed out is a lot harder, because bottle caps are a lot harder to come by. But, it does have a post-game battle facility, so it does have that. That's something Gen 9 still doesn't have and won't have until the last, expansion comes out. And I'm looking forward to that. You already maxed your team to level 100? Well, you have to do more than just that. If you want to solo 5+ star raids, you've got to do more than that. Because 5-star raids, like, if, you know, you want, I can go into some statistics here. But yeah, here, let me flip the game window to this. Yeah, this is the raid that I did during the hockey game tonight. And this raid was way harder than it had any business being. And I had to develop, like, an overly specific counter to beat this raid. I had to develop, like, a really highly specified counter to this, because it was harder than it had any business being. But I did get some nice compensation with 3 ability patches, which, when you think about how much you can sell ability patches for, is just absurd for a reward. Like, that is an absurdly good reward. But, yeah. Omega, you know, if you wanted to hop on the server, you know, I would love to sit down and talk about this stuff and how I actually solo raids in, Pokemon Violet. Because I'd love to pass that knowledge along, like, over the last few years, like, I watched a lot of channels like, BKC, Full Swipe Gaming, Poke Aim. You know, channels that cover a lot of competitive Pokemon. And, you know, it's really opened my eyes to, training my Mons properly. Because, like, I don't play online competitive. But, you know, just that knowledge has helped me a lot. Oh, yeah. The levitate ability can be annoying if, you know, you're using it on something. If you're using it against, like, a raid boss that is weak to ground, like an electric raid boss, but it has the levitate ability. What I recommend for that, let me pull up Cerebi here. Go to Gen 9. Alright, hey, welcome back.
Hello. Hi.
I have returned.
Yep, I've just been talking about Pokemon stuff with Omega in chat here.
I could tell. Oh, requests.
Yep,
Yes, requests.
Oreo.
No,
yeah, Oreo's requesting event channel.
oh god. Fuck.
Anyway,
After what happened in the last event channel that I know, I'm gonna leave that to you guys.
yeah, we'll discuss it in the mod chat. Like,
Yeah, we'll have a
like
little bit
Electros. Well, that's actually why I was pulling up Cerebi. Because what I actually recommend, Omega, look into developing a Pokemon that has the Mold Breaker ability. For any, Mons that have the Levitate ability that you want to use Earthquake against. Because Mold Breaker actually nullifies Levitate. It nullifies all abilities on the field. So, yeah, that's what I'll say. You know, look into developing a Mon that has the Mold Breaker ability. Is that fucking Castlevania or some shit?
Yeah.
It looked like
that is
it.
the coolest. That is the coolest way to
Dude, yeah, that is
unsheathe the sword.
I was just about to say that. That is the fucking most badass unsheathing of a sword I've ever seen.
He didn't fucking unsheath the sword, mate. He unsworded the sheath.
Yeah, dude. This is why y'all gotta be part of the server.
Yeah.
For this as well, but this especially. Look at this shit. Look at that shit.
Fucker.
That
Fucking
badass right there. That's why you gotta be part of the server.
Alucard from Castlevania.
That's why you gotta be part of the tractor zone.
Fucking Alucard just...
Yup.
He's built different.
He is. He really is.
Have you watched much of Castlevania?
No, I don't know a whole lot about Castlevania, other than, you know, what I've seen of some of the older games.
Yeah, like
my knowledge of Castlevania is really cursory.
Yeah, I decided to actually get into it mainly because of the Dead Cells DLC. Because
Understandable, yeah.
like, Dead Cells was heavily inspired by the old Castlevania series.
Oh, definitely. It has kind of a Metroidvania style.
Yeah,
Which,
and
you know,
when they
Symphony
actually
of the
did an
Night
official
pioneered.
collab, I got, like, really interested in the story that it even presented, so I gave actually watching Castlevania a shot, and I kind of now know a little bit about the lore.
You don't know how to get on the server?
I get why everyone's fucking simping over fucking Alucard.
Oh, definitely.
He's just too cool.
Yep. If you're wondering how to get into the server, Omega, I've got the QR code on screen. We actually just recently changed that because we have a new server link. Or if you don't have like a phone handy to do that, the link is in the description. Just click the description and click the tractor zone. But yeah, the only thing I really know about Castlevania, the games, is that they're known for being like soul-crushingly difficult. I mean, you know, we are all men and women here, aren't we? Oreo? That is what I say to that. But enough talk! Have at you!
It is time.
Ugh. Yeah, we just got into Friday on Steins Gate here. Supposedly some really interesting stuff is gonna happen today. Also, you missed something that's going in NSFW on the server later tonight. So yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah, I'll probably shove that in there later because I've got all the CGs.
I know you do, yep. And you've actually shown me like the one that graced our screens tonight.
Yeah, we were joking if we wanted to make that a thumbnail.
And I'm just like, maybe if we ever did like an 18+ one of these, like off stream.
Oh,
but
there's no H scenes in Steins Gate, if that's what you're wondering.
No, I didn't really expect that. It's just stuff like that where they like to tease you.
Yeah.
But still, like, YouTube is YouTube, and YouTube is gonna be dumb about it, so...
It's not like you really get any monetary gain from it anyway,
No. But still,
like
YouTube, but still, like, YouTube would probably yell at me.
YouTube is just gonna be YouTube. Goodbye.
No, they'd probably just send me an email being like, bro, what the fuck is this? Something like that.
I still can't believe it took Everlasting over a year to realize that I was on your streams.
Oh, I know, that was hilarious. Naturally, that meant it's time for her to give me something else to worry about.
I still wish I could see what you said before they fucking just went deleted it.
Yeah, I didn't save a copy of it, unfortunately.
Ah.
For the final adjustments, we need to use the phone wave. In other words, we have to cause the electrical discharge phenomenon. There's a risk involved. A risk called Mr. Braun. As we know, the discharge phenomenon causes the entire building to shake. Last time, Mr. Braun threatened to raise our rent if it happened again. Kurisu and Daru look at me.
Up to you, Ocarine.
Take care of it. In other words, you're sending me to die. Your sacrifice will allow us to complete the time leap machine.
Besides, you're always the one who talks to the boss for us.
Well, maybe it's time for you to put your lives on the line. He just doesn't want to do it. Mr. Braun is an amazing character.
Yeah.
I can't. That girl who works there hates me. Fine. But hear this. I will not die. Like the immortal phoenix, I will return. No matter how many times it takes. With that said, I head down to handle things with Mr. Braun. Oh boy, this is gonna go well.
Don't die, okay? Thank you, Myri. The reassurance that we needed.
Costume to see me off. Yup, exactly.
They're like half worried, like he can't die, but yeah.
Oh my god, here we go. Here we go. How much did you miss? We are now in the Braun Tube workshop to seek an audience with Mr. Braun himself.
Yes.
When I step into the store, Mr. Braun, Suzuha, and the Chipmunk are watching some comedy show on the massive 42-inch CRT. Watching TV at noon without a customer in sight. Looks like business as usual at the Braun Tube workshop. Sup, Okabe Rintaro. I raise my hand in response to Suzuha's greeting. I gotta pull up who does what. I forget who does nay. Who does nine.
I think you do.
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There we go. Who does what? Underneath game requests. Yep, I do. Nai quickly behind her father when she sees me. I see you're as busy as ever. Just downloaded Discord.
Okabe, ICRT.
Yep, let me know if you've made an account.
Yes.
No thanks.
Join
I'm not
the
some
chaos.
kind of retro TV otaku. I'd rather buy an LCD. I look around the store as I answer. That's a quick way to get booted out of the Brawn Tube workshop.
Yep.
Huh. I just thought of something. Like CERN's Large Hadron Collider, the phone wave, name subject to change, must have some kind of electron feed to keep the black hole open. CERN calls this feed the lifter. Yep, so it looks like Okabe is on the same wavelength that I've been on. Because I've been thinking to myself, it's something with the Brawn Tube workshop. All these CRTs down here. You'll see soon enough. You got Sonic Frontiers as a graduation present? Yo. Just a heads up, Cerberus. Somebody I know has the Switch version, and they're not super fond of it, so you'll have to let me know what you think of it. Like, my mate at work, he straight up just got the PC version after playing the Switch version for a while. But yeah, let me know how it goes. Just thought I'd give you a heads up. We still haven't figured out what that is, nor what could be acting as a substitute lifter in our time machine. What if our lifter is somewhere in this shop? That's the wavelength I've been on. That's what I've been thinking. Because, like, what else would it be? It's nothing in the microwave itself. Because it couldn't be. Like, how the hell would it fit in there? So, you know, it's gotta be something downstairs here, and that's why the whole fucking building shakes. Whatever it is must be in close proximity to the phone wave, name subject to change. It couldn't work otherwise, and the Brawn Tube workshop is located directly below the lab. And I'm looking like, you know, here. Does it tap into all these through one of these? Like, you know, my brain's going wild thinking about it. Could our lifter be a CRT? There's no fucking way.
You've been having a lot of girls over lately, haven't you?
Oreo, I present to you Mr. Brawn. It would have world-ending consequences. I'm just gonna take your word for it. Just the usual members.
I'm not saying shit.
I was over the other day.
Mind me next time, huh? I want to talk to some young girls for a change.
Mr. Braun. VN greater than anime. I take it this wasn't part of the anime.
I don't think so.
Daddy, that's dirty.
No, it isn't. It's marketing. Yeah, I'm looking for new customers. Very self-aware.
Mr. Braun needs a Discord kitten.
Oh god.
I'm fucking dying over here. It's killing me.
Even nine.
It's killing
Even
me.
nine.
Yep, even Nai is too smart for that.
Everyone, it's just like they know, and he's just like, oh shit.
And he's still just trying to play it off like, nuh-uh, no, I don't know what you mean. You've got Hisui and Arcanine? I haven't transferred over any of my Legends Arceus Mons. I should probably do that. Check out this scary-looking guy trying desperately to explain himself to his daughter. Hilarious.
It is.
What do you mean, for a change? You talk to me every day. Aw, shit.
Oh.
You're not young. Suza has the same age as Daro and I, which makes her older than Mayuri or Kurisu. Did you say something, Okabe Rintaro? Only the truth. Damn.
Ooh. Nah, your father is happy as long as he has you, okay?
Yup, I know. But don't say dirty things anymore, okay?
The promise. Fatherly
Then he
bond.
joins Pinky's with his daughter. Oh, Pinky promise.
Yeah.
Damn, Mr. Braun, you're way off character. How does a guy like him produce a daughter like that? Nai is one of the kindest, gentlest girls I've ever met. She is a treasure.
Yes.
I don't know why she's so afraid of me, though. Gee, I wonder about that.
Hmm.
Wait, you can get one without having to transfer it over from Legends? Shit, I gotta look into that. Anyway, I came here to explain that the building's about to shake. How do I avoid having my head ripped off? Ugh, excuse me. How many more earthquakes do you think this building can handle? No, that's way too obvious. An earthquake is coming.
Stop
My magic
spoiling
eye,
it,
reading
Amelia.
Steiner, has seen it in the future. Escape while you still can. Yeah, that might work. Oh boy, here.
Oh,
Oh boy, here we go. Hey, did Sheena and Mayuri stay over yesterday? Yeah. So, Makise Kurisu stayed too? Yeah, they're both upstairs. Oh.
Oh.
Suzuha's hostility towards Kurisu hasn't abated. And how are you doing? Huh? You feeling better? Oh, yeah, I guess. The search continues.
What's this about, part-timer?
I'm searching for my dad. I told you before, remember?
Alright. Go find your old man, Okabe.
Why does he think he can boss me around? Because he's the one you're paying rent to, dipshit. That's why. Oreo, why did you send me a Predator thing? And I mean like Predator the series. Also can get Ursaluna, but that's all I can say before I get another warning. Spoiler warning, you mean? Because, like, I haven't done, you know, everything on Kitakami yet. I just like doing raids and finding stuff as I go. I mean, I don't even have all of the 4, you know, legendaries you can find around Paldea by finding all the stakes. Because I've never looked up where all the stakes are. I have found most of them on my own, and I'm missing, like, 1 or 2 for, like, all but the top left one. I finally found all the stakes for that one and caught Ting Lu. But, like, I don't have Chi and Pao, you know, Chi and Pao, Chi-Yu, or, what's the other one? Fuck, there's Ting Lu, Chi-Yu, Chi and Pao, and, fuck, what is it? Wo-Chien, that's it, Wo-Chien. Uh-huh, that is funny, Oreo. Naturally. Suzuha has a fellow lab member. Leave it to us. Suzuha looks at me with a smile that shines through the gloom filling the store. Okabe Rintaro, We're the same age, but sometimes you seem a lot older. You really do know how to give people strength. That's the first time anyone said that to me. Makes me kind of happy. Of course, I am the great Halloween Kiyoma.
You had to road it.
You had to do it. The chipmunk cowers in terror as I unveil my madness. I can see tears pooling in her eyes.
And now you're dead.
I guess my aura is just too powerful for a grade school girl to endure.
Okay, next time you scare Nye, I'll kill you. That face.
Like I said, I know I can easily look up where the stake locations are in Scarlet and Violet. I just don't want to. I don't want to unless I, specifically need one of those legendaries to counter a raid boss. And I haven't gotten to that point yet. Sorry. Come here a sec. Huh? Suzuha takes my arm and leads me away from the Tenujis, who have gone back to watching TV. I just want to say, be circumspect in your dealings with Makise Kurisu. What? Circumspect? Why can't you just say careful like a normal person? Probably because circumspect means something more specific.
And really, how can you say...
wary and unwilling to
have
take risks. So, yeah, be very, deliberate, in other words. Not that I'm one to talk.
Yeah, no shit.
This again? Aren't you just being paranoid? Suzuha shakes her head firmly. No. Her perniciousness has been proven. Perniciousness? She's saying Kurisu is dangerous? God damn it, I just had my Google tab up. Something strange about the way Suzuha is talking. And it's not just her fondness for uncommon words. You are now in a caravan? Oh, fun.
Nice.
How's your vacation going so far, Brad? Got your great setup going? Yeah, I saw earlier. Yeah, that's right. Highly injurious or destructive?
Hmm.
Going alright? That's good to hear. I'm glad you're having fun. Be a pretty shitty trip if you weren't having fun. There's something else. Something sinister? Her genius is a threat. At heart, she only cares about her experiments. Suzuha's eyes are hard, and her voice is as cold as ice. Can tell that she means every word she says. Listen to me. She's using you all. Makise Kurisu is connected to CERN. Citation needed? What? No. That's impossible. CERN is our enemy. If Dara's hacking is discovered, I have no doubt they will do everything in their power to destroy us. How can Kurisu be connected to CERN? Like I said, citation needed. Saying she's a spy? She nods firmly. The credit for inventing the time machine was hers. Again, Suzuha's words sound strange to my ears, but I still can't place my finger on why. Came here to a bombshell? Yeah, you dropped in at the perfect moment. Some big revelations today. Don't let your guard down. I don't believe it. I saw Kurisu's anger when she learned what CERN had been doing. She called their actions a betrayal of scientists everywhere. How can someone with such a pure love of science be connected to CERN? But if what Suzuha says is true, it's the perfect cover, in other words. Is what I was going to say in response to this line here. It's the perfect cover. Could she be the one who sent that threatening email? I suspected Moika, but... Ah, fuck. Yeah! Suddenly, the ground starts to shake. Of course, who started the experiment? But I haven't talked to Mr. Braun yet. Damn, it's too soon! Oh fuck, what's happening?
Kabay!
Sure enough, veins on Mr. Braun's forehead swell in response to the shaking.
How many times do I have to tell you not to shake the building? You girls or not, I ain't letting you off. Your rent's going up.
Wait, Mr. Braun, this isn't our doing. It's an earthquake. My magic eye reading starter predicted this would happen.
The fuck you think I'll fall for that?
The shaking gets more intense, knocking over a CRT. No!
Roger, no!
Crap, I can't talk my way out of this one.
Okay, you bastard!
Mr. Braun clearly wants to snap my neck like a twig, but he elects to protect his greatest treasure, the 42-inch CRT, instead. He grabs the remote and switches it off, then grabs hold of the TV and hangs on for dear life. Oh, is it over?
Looks like it.
Wait, it's over? I carefully step through the rubble and take the remote from the dazed Mr. Braun's hand. I press the red power button. The 42-inch CRT instantly comes to life. I stare at the image on the screen and smile. Huh? What's wrong? I've done it. I've done it. This is the lifter. It is the fucking CRT. So obvious. Why didn't I see it before? Of course. This must be the work of Steins Gate. It chose this moment for a reason.
What the hell are you laughing about, Okabe? You're scaring my daughter. I'm raising your rent, you hear? And you're paying for that CRT.
A little silence, please, Mr. Braun. This is a most glorious moment, for I have just been chosen as the ruler of all space and time. Stars blood behind my eyes, Mr. Braun just fisted in the top of my head. Yeah, this is the kind of man that can knock somebody out with one punch. The world spins. I struggle to get hold of my shaking brain. You dare lay hands on the great.
Got something to say.
Well then, Mr. Braun, put it on my tab. With that, I fly out of the workshop. I rub my head. Exactly what it sounds like, Oreo. The will of Steins Gate. It hurts like hell. Damn that, Mr. Braun. Did you really have to crack me so hard? Alright, see you in a bit, Brad. Maybe I should report him for assault. Thanks to his brutality, I had to make a strategic retreat.
Won't have a place to live, will you?
Fortunately, I did not emerge empty-handed. The extra 10,000 yen a month will hurt, but in exchange, I have acquired information essential to the success of my plan. All's well that ends well.
Oh, Kareem, the building just shook. You okay?
Mayuri and Kurisu appear in the second-story window. Looks like you really are unkillable. I have seen the future, Christina. In 3 minutes, you will be on your knees praising my greatness. I don't think so. I run up the stairs. How could you miss something so obvious? When I tell Kurisu about the 42-inch CRT downstairs, that's her first reaction. Why are you blaming me? I'm not blaming you. I'm just disappointed that nobody, including myself, noticed. After what we just learned, it plants that seed of doubt that you really knew, but you don't want it to seem that way.
We missed the forest for the trees.
To summarize, just now, when the phone wave needs to exchange shook the building, the 42-inch CRT was on. But when Mr. Braun turned the TV off, the shaking stopped immediately. The discharge was interrupted. I put a banana in just to be sure. Nothing happened.
I'm glad. We shouldn't waste food.
Nobody replies to Mayuri's off-point statement. We're busy reading about cathode ray tubes on the internet. Doesn't take long before we find something interesting. A cathode ray tube has a component called an electron gun, which uses extreme heat and a strong electric field to accelerate electrons and turn them into a beam. Yeah, that's how, cathode ray tube and CRT TVs work. That's why they're called CRT TVs, cathode ray tube. I'm gonna read about this right here. The area where an electric force has influence, for example, rubbing a balloon and putting it close to your head makes your hair rise due to the influence of the resulting static electric field. That's why they teach you about that stuff in school. The electron beam striking the TV screen phosphor layer is what generates the picture. An electron gun could certainly work as a lifter. We've found the answer. The electrons emitted by the 42-inch CRT are holding the phone wave's black hole open. And the discharge phenomenon is the result.
So the reason we can't use the phone wave at night is because the Braun Tube workshop's closed?
This is why I wanted to know the hours of the Braun Tube workshop.
He called it.
The Braun Tube workshop doesn't have especially strict business hours, but it's usually open from around 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. That matches up perfectly with my observation that the phone wave needs to exchange only works between noon and 6 p.m. The few instances it hasn't worked during that time frame can be explained by the TV being off. But how can a cathode ray tube emit such a strong electron stream? It's not about having a strong electron stream. If stronger were better, CERN would have solved the lifter problem long ago. I see. So it can't be too strong or too weak. By freak coincidence, the 42-inch CRT's electron gun appears to have exactly the right level of electron discharge. That's the only explanation.
Horrible coincidence that led to time travel.
Amazing. Somehow, the conditions here were perfect to create a time machine. Frankly, it's a miracle. No, Christina. Not a miracle. This is the choice of Steins Gate. Rather than glare at me like she has so many times in the past, Kurisu shoots me an exasperated smile. And a wink for good measure. Whatever it is, it worked. Mayuri looks up from her costume with a question in her eyes.
So what do we have to do to complete Super Phone Wave, Chan?
Now that we've found the cause, there's nothing left to hold us back. We can safely conclude that time leaping is possible when, and only when, that television is on.
We should probably test it, right? And there's still the final check on the phone wave to do.
You're right, Okabe. What? Go downstairs and turn that TV back on. That's hilarious, Christina. Allow me to dub that. Mission impossible. I'm not going back down there. My head still hurts from last time. Next time I doubt I'll make it out alive. Yeah, like I said, Mr. Braun strikes me as the kind of guy that could kill you with one punch to the head. Like, just look at him. All you gotta do is look at him. And it's like, yeah, he could. Whatever. Just go already. Kurisu orders me with a sour look. It's like I'm the assistant here. If anyone can do it, it's you. You made an amazing discovery just now, didn't you?
Oh no, now she's playing to his ego.
Have you finally recognized my greatness as a mad scientist? No. Ah.
Damn, that was harsh.
Oh, whoops. I was supposed to flatter him so he'd feel like going, right? Yes, you're an amazing mad scientist. It's too late now!
That facial expression is just too convincing.
Anyway, now that we've found the lifter, the time leap machine is 99% complete. Kurisu's expression suddenly turns serious, but I can see the hunger in her eyes and the flush of excitement on her cheeks. She knows that we stand on the threshold of a new age of science, and she cannot resist the lure of the unknown. She's a true scientist, no doubt about it. It's your dream, isn't it? To invent a time machine. No, we've been over this. His dream is to flood the world with chaos.
Yes.
Our
with a time
dream.
machine.
I've never really thought about it that way. No, she said your dream, not our dream. She's right. My hands are shaking. Not from fear of Mr. Braun, but from excitement. I will become the undisputed Lord of Time. With that power, I will shatter the system, and chaos will rule the Okabe. Kurisu interrupts my speech. I wasn't asking Halloween Kiyoma. I was asking Okabe. Staring contest. She spears me with her gaze. I meet it head on.
Oh.
After a few moments, I feel my mouth curve into a smile. I'll do it! Leave it to me! With that, I head downstairs. A cracked skull and an empty wallet are a small price to pay. For science! Kurisu and Daro send me off with applause for some reason. Mayuri is the only one who looks worried, but I pat her head in reassurance. Yeah! All the head pats for Mayuri. When I get downstairs, Suzuha and the chipmunk are sitting side by side on the bench outside. Sup? Nai gives me a quick bow, then hides behind Suzuha. That shaking upstairs put the boss in a bad mood. Nai and I are waiting it out. Damn, now I really don't want to go in there. Are you okay? Dad hit you pretty hard. I'll have you know that my brain is more valuable than the Mona Lisa. Your father may have set humanity back 100 years by wiping out my brain cells. Such a regrettable loss. She clasps her hands in solemn prayer. I can feel your sarcasm from here. I'm not dead, just my brain cells. I'm sorry. Daddy did something bad. Chipmunk, what a gentle heart you have. Can't believe she's Mr. Braun's daughter. Yeah, we've been over this. I suppose I share some of the blame. Your father and I are even. She smiles a little bit at my words of comfort. Now then, part-time warrior, I have a request of you. I need you to distract Mr. Braun for about 5 seconds. Her eyes start to shine. You mean seduce him? Whatever works, I guess. She flexes her bicep for some reason. Go on, touch it. She insists, so I poke it. It's as hard as her confidence suggests. She's probably stronger than me. But I don't understand what flexing has to do with seduction. Have you seen Mr. Braun? Nobody said anything about seduction. Doesn't matter how you do it. I'm not much of a warrior if I can't handle that. Besides, you said you'd help me search for my father, right? I'm only returning the favor. I see. Then I shall leave it in your capable hands. Okie dokie. Suzuha, don't be mean to Daddy, okay? Don't worry, I won't be mean.
You got
Who goes there? Oh, it's Lukaku. We got a reply. You and Mayuri-chan don't go to places together? You're both lab members, and I heard you were childhood friends, so I thought... I'm sorry if I misunderstood. P.S. I did 30 practice swings with Samadare. That's a lot. That's a lot. He's really ramping up.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
But isn't Lukaku she now?
Yeah, she is. I want to complain that he's the one being mean, but I just said we were even, so I refrained. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I just was coughing and just going like, canon genitals.
Yup. That was the thing that happened. Wait,
Oh, God.
wait here,
Whoa,
Nine.
what?
The chipmunk nods. When we enter the store, we find Mr. Braun cleaning up the pieces of the broken CRT. Bold move coming back downstairs here after that happened. When our eyes meet, another vein pops on his forehead.
If you came to apologize, I'll listen, but your rent's going up, understand?
Sorry about what happened. I overreacted. As a token of apology, my lab's representative, Amane Suzuha, would like to present you with a gift. Boss, get ready! With a vigorous shout, which in no way seems appropriate for seduction, Suzuha whips off her jacket and... Yeah! Yeah, this is not going where I expected it at all. I don't know what's happening, Smog. I'm just as confused as the rest of you.
I think, can you see the face?
Throws it into Mr. Braun's face. Well, we did say all we needed was 5 seconds, and this is 5 seconds.
Oh my.
You can see her bra. No, wait. It's not a bra, but a tight tank top that leaves her midriff bare. Yet Suzuha shows no sign of embarrassment as she rushes Mr. Braun. She slips behind him, grabs her coat, and pulls it tight against his face. Okabe Rinsero, now's your chance! Now wait just a second. Is this your idea of seduction? Looks like you're trying to suffocate him. Hurry! Mr. Braun flails his arms, trying to escape Suzuha's restraint. Something tells me she's not gonna have a job after this. There's a huge difference in strength between the two. It's only a matter of time before he shakes Suzuha off. Yeah, so do something? Well done, warrior. Your heroism will be remembered.
I like how it's just like, if you come to apologize, your rent's coming up. Like, I've got a gift. You just attacks Mr.
That was pretty smooth. I'll give her that. Realizing that the only choice is to go for it, I dashed to the counter, grabbed the remote, and switched on the 42-inch CRT.
Fucking attacked.
After 2 seconds, an image appears on the giant screen. At the same time, the ceiling starts shaking. Kurosu activated the phone wavegates as it exchanged with perfect timing. Oh, here we go. It's shaking again, Okabe Ritsuro. What's going on? Did she really take off her clothes without knowing why? Wording! You're a lifesaver, part-time warrior. If you can, keep him restrained for 10 more seconds. During that time, I escaped from the store. I like how Nai's just sitting out here like, what the hell is happening? Outside, Nai's following earthquake drill procedure, crouching while protecting her head. I ignore that and look up to the second floor. At exactly the same time, Kurosu appears in the window and gives me a happy thumbs up. But a second later, she blushes, shoots me a glare, and disappears inside as if nothing happened. What's with her attitude? I'm risking my life here. In any case, the experiment was a success. The 42-inch CRT was the key, as I suspected. Now, how do I explain this to Mr. Braun? I don't want him to kick us out of the building. Maybe I shouldn't have left it to Suzuha. I timidly peek into the store to gauge the situation. Come on, boss, give me back my jacket! Suzuha's there fidgeting in her tank top as Mr. Braun glares down at her. Suzuha, you brought this on yourself.
Get ready for
like,
Jack
you
Hammer.
agreed to this.
Shut up! I'm confiscating this.
You pervert!
You're the pervert throwing your shirt in my face like some kind of dancer.
Yup.
That was pretty kinky. Gotta remember to thank Okabe after I kill him.
Kinky? Don't say things like that. It's gross.
Anyway, you can work like that for the rest of the day. Go stand out front and use that flat tummy yours to attract customers.
Oh my god, that is better than I expected. For a stunt like that, I expected her to not have a fucking job after that. Cause I'm just saying, if you try that kind of shit fucking anywhere, your ass is out the door. No questions asked.
If not in a fucking police van.
Yes, exactly. I'll tell Nai on you.
Huh. Who's she's gonna believe? You or old man?
Damn. No problems here. Oh yeah, absolutely, Smog. Suzuha's seduction strategy worked? I guess? Mr. Braun. What a guy.
Still gonna kill you, Okabe.
A while later, I'm lying on the sofa watching high school baseball. Kumamoto and Aichi are locked in a fierce struggle for the playoffs. Just then the clack-clack of the sewing machine in the lounge suddenly stops.
Oh, Karine, can you come here?
She motions to me while holding the costume. What does she want? I walk over to her.
Can you hold this for me? Spread it out like fuck.
Dude, the only high school sports I ever see on TV occasionally are high school football. God damn it.
Mayushi, say fwap again. Fwap. I got a fwap.
Yes, you did, Daru.
Dude,
yes, you
look
did.
at him! Look at him!
I saw. Stop it already, perv. I follow Mayuri's directions and spread the costume out by the sleeves. Hey, welcome back, Omega.
Hello.
She inspects it from a few paces away. Yep, she knows the old adage. Gotta stand back to appreciate a work of art. It's hard to believe, given her usual ditziness, but Mayuri is very serious about her art. Oh, absolutely. She takes this shit very seriously. Seriously, I said it earlier, Genesis vibes right now from this song, from this track. It's the percussion. It's the percussion. Like, I could listen to that all day. That's why cosplayers value their costumes so highly. The costume I'm holding now is custom made for Lukaku. I thought Lukaku was against it, but I guess Mayuri managed to persuade her.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, he is. Because Daru is just built different. Mayuri looks tired. She's been working all night. But that doesn't dim the brightness of her satisfied smile.
Finished.
It's done?
Yep, I finished before we were racing.
Yep. You win, Mayuri. Congratulations. Damn you, assistant. She treats me and Daru like garbage, but Mayuri gets the sisterly touch. Actually, I'm just about finished too. Kurisu connects the two cords she's holding. Done! Celebration is in order. But nobody cheers.
It's a tie. Man, I'm tired. I want Ferrix Tan to comfort me.
Well, then go find her. Honestly, I don't feel like cheering either. That's not because I'm tired. Sad Daru face is sad. We worked around the clock for 3 straight days to finish the time leap machine, but now that it's complete, I realized that part of me never truly believed it would happen. I feel my enthusiasm cooling rapidly, the fire quenched by one stark question. What do we do with it? I look at Kurisu. She too seems less than enthused. We may have created a monster here. I look at the improved phone wave names have changed again.
Improved.
The biggest change is the headgear attached to the X68000.
It is better now.
J. Christina Oppenheimer.
Oh
It looks like something out of a low-budget cyberpunk movie. Fortunately, we don't need nerve jacks or brain chips for it to work. You just put it on and let the sensors do the rest. Uh-huh. Pretty revolutionary stuff. Also, coffee can. I was looking at that. Like, what is that? What are you confused about? Why don't we decide what to call it first? I vote Heavenly Express.
PhoneWay 3 3rd edition version 1.00. Silly cat phone wave chan.
No consensus. You guys have too much free time. Does that mean you're abstaining from the vote? Time leap machine.
That's terrible.
Come on, simple is best, right? I mean, that's what Okume's been calling it for the past 2 days. Looks like my assistant has zero naming sense. I mean, to be fair, I'm not much better. I don't want to hear that from a Chunyo headcase like you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so Makasashi knows the word Chinibio. I sense your otaku level is quite high.
I mean, we already established she's an @channeler, so yeah. She
Yeah.
knows more than she leads on. Like a certain somebody I know. I heard it from a friend. I have no idea where it comes from. Uh-huh. And I see you rolling your eyes over there. You know who I'm talking about here. Upgraded the setup? What have you added to your setup, Brad? You sign in, you don't know what to do next. It was like 4 years ago that I made my account, so I don't know how different things are with that. Oh! I see you are on the server. Hello, Omega.
If you were anyone else, we would not allow you in the server.
There you are.
Hold on. Epi's been given member.
Yep, I'm on it.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, welcome to the server.
Make sure to... Yep.
Remember when I said you wish the table was higher? You're using a couch cushion? Oh, perfect.
My god.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it in a second. I'm just giving a welcome message to Omega here. So here, let's check it out. Here's the setup that Brad's got going. Looks pretty good.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and he showed me this yesterday. He said I made the sketchiest PC ever. And yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
I can see why he says that. GPU and
I can
SSD
see
are being
why he
held in
says
by
that.
zip ties. Yeah, it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. I'm like, just look at that. Alright. Back to the game. Seriously, that percussion is so Genesis. I love it. There we go.
Well, I think we're on the next line.
Yep. I just have to get back to the game window. And minimize who does what. And keep Discord open. Ha! A bold-faced lie. She should just confess to being an @channeler. I mean, we already figured this out.
Yeah.
She just won't admit it.
She's in
Person meets
denial.
my grin with an icy glare. It's up to you, Mayuri. Choose one. Whenever the lab is divided on a name, the right to decide belongs to Mayuri. Oh boy, here we go.
I think Time Elite Machine is fine. Silly Hat Phone Wave Chan is super close though. Oh, bias much?
Yup. Yep, we gave you the member role. Yeah, every server's different. Just depends on how the owners set up the server.
Yeah, I know the way that I set this server up is very unique. Usually everyone's got an automated process, but we're just like hard stick. It's just like if we don't think that you deserve to be in the server, you're just not fucking getting access.
Uh-huh. Kind of weeds out, bots and problematic members, problematic folks that, want to enter the server, like raiders.
Yeah.
It's just a really nice system to filter out all of that stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely experimental to give it a shot, but it fucking definitely worked.
Oh, for sure. A lot better than I expected. Because, I mean, yeah, when, you know, all you have access to and you join the server is the intro page.
Please be patient while one of the moderation staff confirms you are not some evil sentient AI trying to kill us.
Yep. It's like, that's all you can see.
Yeah.
It's like, it's basically like, you know, like the waiting room.
Yeah. Like you can
That's
look
what
at
we
the
should
rules
rename it.
and
The waiting room.
I think introductions is consistent, but we could always change it if we feel like it.
Omega's a CERN mole. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I have known Omega for a long time.
Are you sure he's not a CERN mole?
I've known Omega for a long time. Come on now. Even before I did Steins Gate stuff. Don't you go singling out Omega like that. Come on, guys. Don't do that. Like I said, simple is best. Mayuri gets it. I want to object, but it's an unwritten rule not to complain once Mayuri has made a decision. Very well. Time leap machine it is. Assistant! Explain for us all how the time leap machine works. I know the basics, but I want to hear details. Kurusu nods and stands in front of the whiteboard. Here we go. In short, this device converts memories to data and sends them to the past. Let's begin with what we all know. By freak coincidence, the phone wave is able to produce ring singularities, much like John Teeter's time machine. Through the ring singularity, we are able to send up to 36 bytes of data to the past. The signal can only be received by phones. While that does limit the range of effect, it also removes an element of uncertainty from the equation. Unlike D-mails, memory data is sent in the form of a phone call, so we'll be using a phone number, not an email address, to set the destination. The ring singularity is made naked and stable by a device known as a lifter. In our case, the 42-inch CRT downstairs. She's explained the basics. Next, she'll explain the modifications she's made to the phone to turn the phone wave names to change into a time leap machine. The phone wave now has headgear attached. I like the little face there. This headgear records the nerve impulses in the temporal lobe of the brain, specifically the CA3 region of the hippocampus, where memories are stored. Yep, the hippocampus divided into three histological sections, CA1, 2, and 3. CA refers to the name given to the hippocampus by anatomist Garengio in 1742. Cornu ammonis, the horn of the Amun. Amun? I don't know. English's heart. Then, using VR technology, we encode the nerve impulses into electrical signal data. 3.24 terabytes. Yeah, that's a
Good to know that one of my hard drives can fit my memory.
Yeah, I guess I gotta buy me some more storage. Omega is going to call the time machine the back plan. Good idea. That's how much storage is on your laptop. Alright, I think it's Daro's line. Ugh.
It comes out to approximately 3.24 terabytes.
3.24 terabytes. It's less than I expected. We're talking about the entirety of a person's memories. Yeah, I expected it to take like petabytes of data. What about bots? By the way, we'll set it up so that the data decodes automatically after a certain amount of time. Anybody well versed in programming can do this. I had Hashida make the code. Anyway, next we send the memory data through the net to the LHC in France. This building has a direct line to CERN for some reason, so we can transfer data at insanely high speeds. Uh-huh. Yeah, suddenly what, Suzuha told us about Kurisu might explain the connection to CERN. But it still doesn't explain how it got there in the first place. Because, like, we found out last time, it's as good as a hardline connection, basically. How long does it take to send 3.24 terabytes of data? You'll find out. I know. All will be revealed in due time, but I'm just, speculating here. Yeah, upload 40 to 50 a second. How much... What are we uploading in 40 to 50 a second? Also, I think this is Daru's line.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
I'm just getting cringy memes off Facebook. Okay. We have 64 direct lines in parallel, so if we send it in 64 parts... Could upload in about 45 seconds.
Dude, I wish, I could upload 3.24 terabytes of data that fast. That's a fucking dream right there. That's pretty fast. Yeah, let me do some.
They do have a fiber fucking optic connection to
here.
fucking
Looks like
France.
Hold up, nope. I'm gonna let Brad do that. He said he wants to calculate it. I'm gonna let him do it.
Alright.
I don't remember either. I just know you've been around for a while, so thanks for sticking around. It is very much appreciated. I love that.
Well, welcome to the server, man.
Next, we hijack the LHC, create a mini black hole, and use that black hole's supergravity to compress the data into 36 bytes. 3 terabytes is about 3 trillion bytes.
That's
64 gigabytes a second.
Nice.
I don't even think today.
That's a bit of bandwidth, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't even think today we have upload speeds that fast.
Nah, like I know fiber optics are fucking intense, but shit.
Yeah, that is fucking wild. Or what? Or what, Brad? Enlighten me. Or 518 gigabits per second.
God.
My God. Which is how ISPs measure speeds. That is fucking absurd. That's one hell of a squeeze. Yeah, 3 terabytes is about 3 trillion bytes. Will the compression take long? Yeah, I'm well aware of that, Brad. That's what I mean when I say, like, even today, we don't have speeds anywhere close to that. Will the compression take long?
It's practically instantaneous. 23 milliseconds or thereabouts. We're using a black hole after all.
By the way, the compression only holds in the immediate vicinity of the black hole. Once the data leaves that area, it will begin to decompress on its own. This too takes 23 milliseconds.
It has to make it back to the X68000 and into the phone wave within that window. It's only 36 bytes, shouldn't be a problem.
Continue, Christina. While the data is being compressed, we use the phone wave to generate a Kerr-ring singularity. When the electron discharge phenomenon occurs, we take the 36-byte data, patch it in, and send it to the past. This part is just like D-mail. The data travels to the specified time where it arrives at the recipient's phone. By now, 23 milliseconds should have passed, so the data will be fully decompressed. Next, the decoding program runs, converting the data back into nerve impulse signals. These signals are discharged from the phone's earpiece at approximately 0.02 amperes, a pretty weak charge. Amperes? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Amperes? Amperes?
Yeah, close enough.
My brain sees too many possibilities, because English is hard. If the recipient has the phone to his ear, they should go straight into his brain. Assuming he answers his phone. That is only about 100 times slower than the cables that go in the Atlantic Ocean. That might be how we have a direct connection to CERN. We got one of them things going. That's still fucking ridiculous, though. If he doesn't, the transfer fails. Fortunately, we lose nothing but the copy of the memory data. Why a phone call instead of an email? Because we need the recipient to put the phone to his ear. Otherwise, the signals won't reach his temporal lobe. She indicates the side of her head. In this area, you have the frontal lobe and temporal lobe of the brain. As I explained before, the hippocampus where memories are stored is inside the temporal lobe. The phone sends out electrical impulses that pass through the temporal lobe and into the hippocampus. I never said you were Omega. You don't strike me as that. So,
Okay.
Like I said, I would never accuse you of such unless you were acting like one, which I would say you're decidedly not. No, you don't have to apologize for anything. It's alright, Omega. It's alright. The phone sends out electrical impulses that pass through the temporal lobe and into the hippocampus, overriding the recipient's memories. At the same time, the phone sends impulses that stimulate the frontal lobe as well. This is important. Yeah, I'm guessing it, stimulates them to act on it, what they've learned. Remember that the frontal lobe is responsible for sending retrieval signals to the temporal lobe. This is how you remember things. So it stimulates you recalling those memories. You just realized that connection means you can install GTA 5 in 2 seconds, or BO3. You could install a ludicrous number of games in a matter of literal seconds. Like, dude, that is every gamer's wet dream right there. Like,
just imagine your internet data limit would be gone within, seconds.
Yeah, it'd be gone just like that. Your data limit, out the window. Gone.
Yeah.
Just completely gone. By stimulating the frontal lobe, we force it to send retrieval signals keyed to the new memory data. Thus, the recipient recalls all of those memories as if they were his own, which of course they are, or will be in the future. This happens in less than a second. Now the recipient has the same memories as the sender, the time leap is complete. If the data came from 1 week in the future, the recipient will remember that week as if he experienced it firsthand. We need to be aware that consciousness and personality aren't transferred. Both of those depend on the recipient. God damn it.
Explain it with boobs.
Boobs? Cursor dissolves into a blushing, stammering mess. Looks like it's up to me to answer Daru's question. Not with boobs, obviously. Let's say we send your memories to you in grade school. Right now you're some kind of omnisexual pervert who thinks inanimate objects are hot. But in elementary school, you were still an innocent child.
I was a boring little bastard who did nothing but study. What of it?
Basically, that little bastard would suddenly have all your perverted memories, but his personality wouldn't change. It's now that you'll become that famous anime detective with the looks of a child and the brains of an adult.
What? That sucks.
This isn't like the time leaping you see in sci-fi novels. We aren't yet capable of transferring personality and consciousness. Since you need a phone to receive the signal, You can only send memories to the times you had one. You also need to make sure that the sender and recipient are the same person. Otherwise, yeah, you're overwriting somebody's memories with your memories. Like, what the fuck kind of consequences would that have? Also, I see you over there. Don't you go getting any ideas, alright? Alright. If someone besides your past self, your parents, or a friend, for instance, answers the phone, then the nerve impulse signals will be projected into their brain instead. If that happens, your memories could overwrite theirs, which could obviously cause serious damage to their psyche. Kurisu ends her explanation and takes a short breath. The lab falls into silence. I exchange glances with Kurisu and Daru. I look at Mayuri, but her expression is blank. I guess it was too complicated for her. So. It's time for the $1 million question. What do we do with it?
Do what?
The time leap machine, of course. What do we do with it? I like how she's just staring at him like, what? You don't have any ideas? For once, my assistant has nothing to say. I already know that she fears we've created a monster. Honestly, I feel the same way. I like how Mega's just like, destroy it. Honestly, I feel the same way. After a few moments, Kurisu finally speaks.
Too much for us? Oh, sorry. You're lying. I got caught up in the moment.
Yep. I am guilty of the same thing many times. It's too much for us to handle, that's for sure. The safest thing would be to hand it over to the government for professional research. I can tell that she's not pleased to have reached this conclusion. She obviously would prefer to experiment with this technology. After all, it's humanity's first time machine. We've finally taken our first steps towards godhood. I'm sure that the nations of the world would pay billions for just one look at our machine. The possibilities that it represents are limitless.
This doesn't feel real. Maishi doesn't get it. That's because you didn't work at it, Mayushi.
Oh, right.
What about you, Okabe? And I mean you, not Halloween Kiyoma. I agree with Kurisu that the time leap machine is dangerous. On the other hand, I want to experiment. I state my honest feelings. There are still questions we need to answer. This is unknown territory, not just for us, but for all of humanity. Who will time leap? I look to each of the lab mems in turn. Daru quickly looks away. Mayuri's expression is blank. Kurisu stares right back at me, like she already knows the answer to that question. It's hard to choose.
I am brilliant.
Welcome back, dude. We just finished the time leap machine. It's ready.
I'll pass.
Not a single person here wants the honor of being history's first time traveler. Everyone except for Mayuri is probably thinking about what could go wrong. What if the time leap were to fail? It's not like CERN's time machine. The possibility of becoming a jelly man is 0. This machine sends data, not the real thing. That's the difference. We're sending data, we're not sending actual physical objects. Don't let your preconceptions influence your decision. You might say it's like a cut and paste of your brain. Actually, it's more like a copy-paste, and it's just your memories. The original doesn't get erased. It's a very easy to understand example, but that's not the problem. Time flows in a straight line from past to present to future. At least that's how most humans see it. This raises several questions. What if there's an error somewhere, and the data itself gets fractalized? Let's say I send my memories an hour into the past. My memories would be replaced by fractalized data. In other words, data full of tiny holes. Couldn't that cause memory loss? I suppose. 1 hour later, we will arrive once again at the present. At that time, the me who lost his memories an hour ago and the current me conflict in my brain. Which dataset survives? Logically, the present should change as soon as you send your memories to the past. The conflicting current me disappears then. So that it's not a copy-paste at all, then, is it? I don't know. No one's ever experienced time travel before. When we send a D-mail, the world is reconstructed based on the change we made to the past. I'm the only one who's aware of this, however. We don't know what happens when you time leap. If it's the many worlds interpretation like Teeter said, then the instant you time leap, it creates two possibilities. One where you shift to another world line, and one where you travel back in time on the same world line. Of course, there must also be a world line where the current you doesn't disappear. That would likely correspond to the present that we are experiencing right now. My hearing is just full confusion.
Yes.
But that's only if the many worlds interpretation holds in the first place. I thought you didn't believe what Teeter had to say. I'm talking hypothetically. Teeter doesn't matter right now. If it's the Copenhagen interpretation, then every possible state propagates through space as a wave function. When a particular state is observed, the remaining states collapse and that state is fixed. Ugh. Alrighty, sounds good, Omega. Sounds good.
Have a good one.
Yep. You're gonna make some food? Sounds good to me. Yep, Copenhagen wave function. In quantum theory, a function representing a quantum state. Scientists are not sure if wave functions represent reality or are a convenient mathematical abstraction to describe what goes on in quantum mechanics. I lean more towards the latter. Oh, hello. A well-known approach to the Schrodinger's cat thought experiment. In this interpretation, before the box is opened, the cat exists as a combination of two wave functions, one that is alive and one that is dead. The instant the box is opened and the cat is observed, the wave function collapses to either condition. If the cat is alive upon opening the box, then the wave function collapses to become a live cat. Conversely, if the cat is dead, the wave function collapses to become dead cat. Another quantum approach to this experiment is the many worlds interpretation. In this case, the observer who found the cat alive and the observer who found the cat dead exist in two separate universes that diverge the moment the box is opened. The Copenhagen interpretation is currently the dominant theory. Huh. Fascinating. Both sound equally valid, and I'd have to think about it more to really know like where I would stand on that spectrum. But psychology class was a long time ago. But precise observation is impossible. The problem is who the observer is in this case.
Wouldn't it be a third party, like me or Maishi?
It's 12:16 a.m., so it's now officially your birthday. Cool. It's 1:18 for me right now, so...
Happy birthday.
Yeah, you must be in the mountain time zone, because I'm, CST. Central Standard Time. I see no way that could be proven without being able to contact other dimensions. Precisely. Monica fused with Sayori. That's called Psionica.
God.
Not necessarily. It might be me. It might be someone else. It could even be a god. To begin with, the Copenhagen interpretation and the many worlds interpretation are both micro-scale theories used to explain quantum interactions. No one knows whether they can be applied to humans or to the world at large. What about my personal experiences with reading Steiner? If reading Steiner is the sort of power I think it is, then the world line model is correct. In the end, we arrive at the question of where is the self? This time leap machine only sends memories. That I guarantee.
Won't the prison be reconstructed at the moment of transfer?
I would think, just like with D-mails.
That's what happens with Ocarina reading Steiner, right?
That makes sense where D-mails are concerned. When we send a D-mail, we're obviously interfering in past events. But time leaping is different. All you do is send your memories to the past, which isn't the same thing as sending a targeted D-mail. Whether the me who suddenly remembers 1 hour into the future will, in fact, change the past is something we can't know until it happens.
I'm getting confused.
Basically, we can send memories back to the past, but we cannot guarantee in any way, shape, or form that the recipient will act on those memories. That's what he's saying, basically. That's what I'm getting out of this, anyway.
Pretty much. Sounds like we're talking about the soul. Isn't that a religious question?
Wait, you guys are misunderstanding something. 1 hour isn't enough time for your personality to change. You should be the same person 1 hour ago that you are now. The only difference is that you'll have an extra hour's worth of memories. How can you be sure? Well, I can't. Nobody's tried it before. This discussion's going nowhere. Personality and consciousness can't be strictly defined, so it's hard to imagine what might happen.
So, which is it?
Yes. We don't know. We can argue the theories all we want, but in the end, we can only guess. This experiment may end in shattering preconceptions scientists and philosophers have held for centuries. We won't know until we try. That pretty much sums it up.
World. Back to the gate.
Yes! To make matters worse, the subject must be prepared to risk damage to their psyche. Kurisu, Daro, and I say no more. We can't solve this problem. No, this is beyond you. This is our limit as scientists. But haven't we accomplished enough already? The time leap machine itself is worthy of a Nobel Prize. We could sell this technology for billions if we so choose. And if we go public with the time leap machine, we can break CERN's monopoly on time travel technology. That's enough. It has to be.
Hey.
Mayuri, who has been observing the discussion with glassy eyes, opens her mouth to speak.
I have an idea. Why don't we make a banana time leap instead?
How would that even work theoretically? Oh my Yuri. Bananas don't have brains like people do.
Oh, so you need a brain, huh?
Are you seriously suggesting we do animal experimentation? Mayuri never changes. The atmosphere in the room gets a little more relaxed. Let's not experiment. We'll entrust the time leap machine to a suitable research institution. Then we'll announce it to the world. Thanks to the lightening of the mood, I can finally say what was on my mind. Neither Kurisu nor Daru objects. No one has touched the time leap machine since that discussion. Ridiculous as it sounds, I can't shake the feeling that it might suck my memories out and fling them into the past. Oh, the machine does have its appeal, of course. We're all tempted by the idea of becoming humanity's first time leapers, yet the fear of what could happen won out in the end. Yep, the fear of the unknown. Perhaps as a way to forget our fears and move on, we decide to hold a celebration to mark the completion of the device. Everyone feels the need to let loose after working so hard on the project. Hey! Where do I know that face from? I have Daru order pizza while Kurisu and I go shopping for snacks. Akiba has always had a lack of supermarkets. That hasn't changed even with the anime stores gone. After we finish shopping, Kurisu and I walk along the evening streets. She looks like she's got something to say. She keeps stealing glances at me. Are you upset? Upset? She frowns like she didn't expect that question. Finally, she faces this way. She's Ayase from Chaos Head. I've seen this face in an email that we received at some point in the playthrough here. I don't remember which one, but we probably don't have it anymore because I believe it was an email sent to us by Ferris. And most of Ferris's emails are gone. Only this one remains. So we can't even view it anymore. Yep, she's a big fan of Fess. Exactly.
Yeah.
About our decision not to attempt a time leap experiment. No, I'm not upset. Humans are temporal beings. That's a Heidegger quote. Heidegger. I was actually relieved when you made the decision not to use the machine. If you hadn't been there, I might not have been able to stop myself. Thank you. What's this? Gratitude? Weren't you the one who suggested we donate it in the first place? You're being real two-faced right now. So are you saying you would have ignored the warning you gave yourself? Is that what I'm hearing? Curious. Does she have a fever? I put my hand to her forehead to check. Kurisu twitches. What are you doing? You're talking like an assistant for a change. I thought you might have had a fever. I drop my hand. I'm not grateful to you or anything, okay? Okay. She's back. Her voice is louder than it should be, and several people glance at us. She blushes and hangs her head. If Daru were here, he'd probably get all excited and say, "A real tsundere, sweet." Anyway, I mean, she does act like one. She returns to her usual sour expression. That thank you is just a formality. Don't get me wrong, okay? Of course, I only did what I had to. I am the founder of the Future Gadget Lab, Howoin Kiyoma. My first priority is to protect the welfare of my lab mems, so I have no need for your thanks. Excuse me. And yet you always talk about plunging the world into chaos. You are my allies, and the world is my enemy. I'm speechless. You're too self-righteous. You say speechless, yet you're speaking? Don't argue semantics. Who goes there? Oh, it's part-timer.
Part-time warrior.
What do you got for us? Don't forget what Teeter said. Re oneself? This has something to do with what she said here. Are you trying to say we have false memories inside us right now? Part-timer. What did you get for breakfast, Brad? Is that what part-timer is trying to imply? Because, like, she said, it's easy to pretend to be someone you're not. What is she implying? I look forward to finding out. Something called Weetabix. Oh, neat! It's quite mysterious, really. It's only been 2 weeks since Kurisu and I met. Yet it already feels natural for us to be walking together, exchanging banter like this. Perhaps pooling our efforts to create something new, dangerous though it may be, has brought us closer together. I admit that her knowledge and skills are impressive. I'd like her to remain at the lab if at all possible, but she said she's going back to America this month. It's already the 13th, so I wonder when she plans to return. I decided to ask her. Oh, yeah, I forgot to get a plane ticket. I got too caught up in improving the phone wave. Going public with the time leap machine will send the world into an uproar. We also plan to expose SERN, remember? You may not be able to go back to America for some time. I guess you're right. I should call Mama and let her know. Looks like things are gonna get busy. Naturally, I want Kurisu to stay with us to the end. Understandable. Understandable. A little bit after we return to the lab, Mayuri gets back. Hey!
I'm back.
Welcome back. Seems Mayuri went to Lukako's. Suzuha follows up. Suzuha shows up a few minutes later, and our development council comes to order. That's a new term. What Okarin calls a party. Fair. Fair. Daru ordered 3 pizzas. We also lined up all the snacks we bought on the table. Ayy! It's just like the party we had a few days ago to cheer up Suzuha. Mayuri wanted to decorate the room, but since everyone's tired, I dismissed it as unnecessary. Looks like Suzuha managed to retrieve her jacket from Mr. Braun. Oh man, that was terrible. I was stuck looking like an exhibitionist all day. The Braun Tube workshop's closed. Suzuha made sure the 42-inch CRT was turned off, so there's no need to fear any malfunction from the time leap machine. I realize that I've been tense and nervous since the time leap machine was completed. Now I can finally relax. Memory edit that's very familiar? I guess we'll find out. The topic of the time leap machine has become taboo. Even Kurisu doesn't bring it up during the meeting. Daru? Why did you order the exact same pizza as before? I opened the pizza boxes to find the exact same ones he got for Suzuha's party.
Because I like it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Naturally, I'm not amused.
Ocarine. I called Ferris-chan and Luka-chan, but they said they couldn't come.
Aw, man! Oh, do they have plans?
Ferris-chan is a Rhinet tournament.
Yeah, remember?
Crap, I should have gone to cheer. How careless of me.
God damn it, Daru.
Luka-chan seemed embarrassed for some reason.
Gee, I wonder what that has to do with. Maybe she thinks you'll make her wear a costume again. You still haven't convinced her to cosplay? Then what was the point of completing the costume?
Like, she said it was embarrassing. I keep telling her cuteness is justice, but she never listens.
Amazing. Cuteness is justice. Is that what they say?
You're cute too, Kurisu.
Kurosu doesn't know how to react. She blushes and Mayuri starts teasing her like a drunk old man. There's no alcohol at this party.
Hey, Kamima's coming up. Wanna go? Oh no, look at that face. I can't make something new, but I have a costume of Post-Awakening Sarah from Bloodtune I made last year. I think the size is just right for Kurisu too. Look at that face.
Me cosplay? She looks conflicted. Then she murmurs, I'm sorta interested.
Oh no.
Sure could have fooled us before, pretending to have no interest in otaku culture. But I refuse to do it in public, though.
You don't have to show anyone, but eventually you'll want them to see the cosplay demon compels you.
The cosplay demon?
That reminds me, Kurisu, you're always wearing that cute uniform. What school is it from?
Oh, this? She lifts up her necktie. I attended Ayamen for about 2 weeks. I modeled this outfit after their uniform.
No, their uniform was really cute, but you made it even cuter. You might have a really good design sense. She's in cosplay mode.
Yup. She's scouting. Ayamen Women's Academy, a private school for girls in the Kudanshida neighborhood of Tokyo. An academic powerhouse, Ayamen is a popular destination for foreign exchange students. Understandable.
I'll bring the costume tomorrow, okay? Will you try it on then?
Sure. Looks like Kurosu approves of the cuteness is justice philosophy.
When's the photo shoot?
God damn it, Daru. Good to know you're still a pervert, Hashira.
Come on, it's Bloodtooth Seria. She's got a Panmora going on.
Panmoro?
To me, her panties are completely exposed.
I did not need that detail, Daru. And I like how you just know that off the top of your head. No way.
And I like how Mayuri suggested this.
Yep. So Mayuri is not as innocent as she seems. No way.
It's okay. You might not know this, but last year there was a really popular saying. They're not panties, so it's not embarrassing. Mayuri, stop gaslighting everyone.
Oh my god.
She's a little devil.
She is. She is. Oh my god. It's plenty embarrassing. Trust me.
Wear it, okay? It's a promise.
Maybe you shouldn't bother. Suzuha speaks, her tone sharp. Well, she's scowling at Kurosu again. Suddenly, the atmosphere in the room changes. Oh shit, here we go. You're asking for troubles by trusting Makise, Kurosu. What's that supposed to mean? Can we just appreciate this artwork right here? Like shit, dude. Don't mind me just gonna yoink that. What's that supposed to mean? Naturally, my strong-willed assistant isn't one to back down from a fight. Sparks fly between the two of them. I've been meaning to ask, did I do something to you? Not to me, but I know everything that you've done. What do you mean? I've done nothing to be guilty of. Perhaps, but I know your true nature. Wow, you can see into my heart? That's groundbreaking technology. I'd love to hear how it works. It's not science. It's a prediction. So you're just making it up. I know. Uh-oh. We've got a situation here.
Oh, Kareem.
Mayuri clings to me with teary eyes.
Stop them from fighting.
This looks like a job for the one and only Halloween Kiyoma.
This looks like a job for me, so everybody.
I insert myself between the two girls. Break it up, you two. I, Halloween Kiyoma, shall decide this dispute. I don't think this concerns you. They both glare at me. Although I'm afraid for my life, I harden my resolve. The mission must succeed. I focus on Kurisu first. Assistant! I didn't raise you this way. You didn't raise me at all. If you want to become a true mad scientist, you must learn to keep your emotions in check, even as you cackle your way to victory. Nobody asked you, and I'm already a scientist. Next, I switch focus to Suzuha. Warrior! Your enemy is SERN, remember? You must conserve your strength for Ragnarok. I warned you before, Okabe Rintaro. Makise Kurisu is a threat. What? You're going to mention that here? Now? Oh? What's this about, Okabe? Their eyes are like laser beams boring into my skull. I would want nothing more than to flee for my life. But Mayuri is watching me anxiously. I need to defuse the situation. Looks like neither of you is willing to back down. So be it. Fight until your heart's content. Fight until there is no more fight to be had. Then, share a manly handshake by the river and let friendship blossom. But in the future, when it comes time for you to venture out into the real world, I hope you remember one thing. Nobody likes a mood killer.
Shut up!
Getting yelled at by both of them simultaneously sends shivers down my spine. It's coming. I quickly seize my right arm. Why now of all times? Calm down, right arm of mine. I turn around and head back to Mayuri. I'm sorry, Mayuri. At this rate, I'll end up hurting those two. I have no choice. The rest is up to you.
Jeez.
Mayuri puffs her cheeks and goes over to the two girls.
Guys, Mayushi doesn't like it when you fight. Let's get along, okay?
Hearing this, the two combatants reluctantly comply. I expected this would happen. Mayuri is the oil that keeps the gears of this lab churning along. The throbbing in my right arm dissipates. Daru comes over to chat with Suzuha, and gradually peace returns to the lab. Kurisu is in the development room making a call, probably to her mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV while sipping a Dr. P. The TV is running a game show where contestants guess the price of popular items at high-class restaurants. So, in other words, the price is right. Mayuri sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating it.
Hey, Ocarine.
Huh? Mayuri slowly looks around the lab, smiling all the while.
Been really lively here the past few weeks, huh?
Yeah, guess it has. I established the Future Gadget Laboratory around the time I entered college. It was the first step in my plan to bring chaos to the world. That was around the middle of March this year, which means it's been almost 5 months. Not half a month after it was established, Mayuri showed up. Still not sure why, and became a lab mem. For about a month, it was just me and Mayuri. Then, in early May, I finally got Daru to join. All it took was telling him that, the lab is just a 3-minute walk from, May Queen plus Nyan Nyan. This location on the outskirts of Akiba has always been quiet. Mayuri isn't the type to object to every little thing like Kurisu, nor the type to make dumb jokes like Daru, so the lab was very peaceful back in those days. It was quite a pleasant place to be. Now the lab mem count has increased to 8. It happened in the blink of an eye, or so it seems. They didn't come today, but Lukaku visits occasionally, and Ferris is a familiar face at May Queen plus Nyan Nyan's. Or at least she was before May Queen disappeared. I remember feeling out of place the first time I came to Akiba, but now it's like a second home.
It's fun.
Mayuri, too, seems pleased by the increase in lab mems.
Now that there are 8 lab mems, she thinks it's getting a little cramped in here. First, we don't have enough chairs.
The sofa only has room for 2. Then there's Daru's personal desk chair. Those are the only chairs in the lounge. There are some pipe chairs in the development room, but they need to stay there.
We should buy more. Do you have money, Ocarine?
New chairs will take all my savings. Jesus. Then I need to get a part-time job again.
Guess you can use some of my salary. We need a new microwave too, unless otherwise I can't warm up my juicy. We need a new microwave too, otherwise I can't warm up my juicy chicken number 1.
Look at that face.
That's just
that is the look
from,
of
like,
deadly seriousness.
You
Look at
ruined
that
my
face.
microwave.
Yep. You ruined my microwave. You are going to replace it. Or so help me God, my name isn't Mayuri. Alright, have a good one, Omega. I'll see you around on the server. And hopefully tomorrow when we do more Blue Seas. I'm looking forward to that. Been meaning to work that one in sooner, but I've got a lot of mods I gotta play through, so...
You have a lot of shit you gotta play through
I know.
in general.
I know, yeah. That's why I'm so busy now. There's so much to do. There's just not enough hours in the day, dude. You know, and it's like there's other stuff I got going on, so... Can only devote so much time to it. Yeah, sorry about that. Cutting off Mayuri's chicken supply might actually kill her. But Mayuri, when we turn over the time leap machine, the reward money will solve all of our problems. Are you sure about that?
It would be enough to pay for chairs and a microwave on top of a higher rent.
I just mean in general, Omega. Not necessarily later tonight, because I'm going to be going straight to bed, pretty much, after we're done. It'll be enough. More than enough.
Wow, that's great, Ocarine.
Why are you so happy?
Just look, we've made so many friends.
Yep. The real Steins Gate was the friends we made along the way.
There's Daru-kun, Kurisu, Luka-chan, Suzu-san, Melga-san, Ferris-chan, Bron-san, Nai-chan, and more.
She gazes wistfully into the distance.
In the spring when you started this lab, you seemed so lonely. But now you're fine. You don't need me to be a hostage anymore.
What do you mean? I try to ask before I can finish. Oh
no.
An urgent news bulletin appears on the TV. Terrorist bomb threats suspends Yamanote Sobu Kaihin Tohoku lines. Oh boy. Is this what you guys were talking about? Because I don't know what else it could be.
It's
Yep,
the beginning.
I remember. I read the subtitles, game. Thank you. A bomb threat?
Hang on, those lines pass through Akiba. How is Mayushi gonna get home? Oh yeah, I should call home.
That's a good idea. A bomb threat. I don't know why, but I've got a bad feeling about this. Only the lines passing through Akihabara are suspended, as if that were the target. Wait, could that be it? Could the bomb be at Akihabara Station? I get a cold feeling in my stomach. Okabe Rintaro, I need to know. You've completed the time leap machine, right? Huh? Well, yeah. Okay. I just remembered, I've got something to do. I'm going out. Suzuha leaves the lab without another word. What's wrong with her? Suzuha's acting strange. Is it related to the bomb threat? What else could it be? Why did she just ask about the time leap machine? Clearly something that's aligns with its use, presumably. Something occurs to me. The 2 threatening emails I received. We're watching you. You know too much. Who sent them? And there's more. Words and images flash through my head. All that SERN stuff. The LHC. The Jellymen. The Z program. Government secrets. The organization. Oh, not that again. Men in Black. The Committee of 300. The Time Leap Machine. What did Kurisu say? We may have created a monster here. Taken separately, each of these elements were insignificant. But if I consider them as part of a single line, they all point to one inescapable truth. We've come too far. Fear seizes my heart in an icy grip. I can feel anxiety eating at my brain. I can't breathe. Even though it's hot and humid, my body shivers. Should we run? Get out while we still can? We can't use the trains. What about the subway? Or would a taxi be better? Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's doing anything. What should we do? Suddenly, there's a softness against my hand. I look down, see Mayuri's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written on her face. It's okay. I'm just being paranoid. It's all a coincidence. Tomorrow, we'll get rid of the time leap machine. Then we can forget that all of this ever happened. Pretend it was just a dream. We never invented a time machine. I don't need money. As long as we can forget about today and welcome tomorrow, we'll be okay. Won't we? My anxiety doesn't go away. I look over Mayuri's head at the entrance to the lab. The door is unlocked. Anyone could just waltz right in. I hear sirens wailing a few streets away. The bomb threat is Akiba in uproar. Yet here, in our corner of Akiba, it's so quiet. Mayuri squeezes my hand with her warm, slender fingers. I squeeze back. Oh, fuck! I told you should have locked the door! Who the fuck are you? Wielding fucking AKs. Next thing I know, the door slams open. 5 men burst into the lab. Their movements are swift and sure, professional, and each of them is carrying a gun. They spread out just inside the door and aim their weapons at us. It all happens so fast, no one has time to scream. The men are foreigners, mix of races, dressed casually in colorful shirts and shorts or jeans. Probably give off the impression that they're tourists. Their arms are thick with muscle. Their eyes are hard and cold as ice. 2 of them are holding pistols. The other 3 have assault rifles. Yeah, I'm trying to gauge what that sidearm is. Is that like a Makarov? A Browning high power? I don't think it's a Browning high power. The curves don't look right. AK-47s in Akiba? Is this some kind of joke? One thing is certain. These guys ain't tourists.
Hands in the air. Nobody move.
The dark-skinned crew-cut man barks in order. I feel like I'm dreaming. Did I fall asleep watching an action movie? This is the first time so many people have gathered in this room. Suddenly the lab feels small. What an odd thing to be thinking at a time like this. The first to obey is Daru. Kurisu raises her hands. Then me. Last is Mayuri. Silence. Time seems to grind to a halt. The men say nothing, but their guns remain steady, muzzles pointed at us. On the TV, a comedian laughs. Is this a coordinated effort? What is this? Are we on candid camera? Then I hear a new sound coming from outside.
Oh,
the
God.
Sound of high heels. A woman is coming up the stairs.
Oh no.
Are these men waiting for her? Is she their leader? A squad of battle-hardened commandos led by a beautiful woman. It's like something out of a manga. Reminds me of Sin. Nothing seems real. Before long, the woman appears. Well then. I see how it is. Should have never trusted a reporter. Kuryu. Moika.
Do you voice Marco or do I do?
The part-time editor. You do.
Okay.
The male demon. Shining Finger, who is never seen without her phone. Lab Mem 005. Moika? She's their leader? The least imposing woman I've ever met? Even now, she doesn't meet my stare. Her eyes are aimed down at the floor. What's going on here?
Moika-san? We're taking the time machine.
As always, her words are barely audible. It's ridiculous. Laughable. And yet, I can't laugh. My heart is a jackhammer in my chest. The inside of my mouth is drier than a desert. I stay still with my hands in the air.
Makise Kurisu, Okabe Rintaro, Hashida Itaru. The three of you will come with us.
I don't understand. Why is Moika here? I don't know, but I have to ask. What's going on here?
I can't answer that.
Yeah, Suzuha? I think you were wrong about who the mole was. This is a joke, right? Moika shakes her head.
You don't need to know. You can't resist. Come with us.
Where? No reply. She doesn't intend to answer to that either. Dangerous. These guys are dangerous. Look at their guns. Nothing good can happen if we go with them. I try to refuse, but my voice catches in my throat. I can't stop staring at their guns. Yeah, guns are a pretty damn intimidating thing. Are they real? They're not gonna start shooting, are they? I'm not going anywhere until you answer.
You can't refuse. You have nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akihabara.
You coordinated this. Nope, don't need that. Wait. Something clicks in my head. It was them. They sent the bomb threat. They stopped the trains. Why? To keep us here? Just for that?
I don't want to hurt anyone. The three of you, come with us.
Why? Kurusu has kept silent until now, finally opens her mouth. Why, just the three of us? That's when I realized that Mayuri wasn't included in Moika's demand. She only wants Kurusu, Daru, and I.
I'm not answering your questions. Come with us. It's your only choice.
We're not getting anywhere.
Okay, Kareem.
Daru's voice is shaking. I turn my head to look at him. He's deathly pale.
Don't you think we should do what she says?
I think it's a matter of, do you want to call her bluff? That those guns are real? I mean, she set all this up, so I'm like 99% sure those guns are real. But if she wants to, if she wants the time machine, she probably wants it gone. And she's going to do it by force. Like I said, should have never trusted a reporter. But unless she tells me the reason, honestly, I have no idea what to do. My heart is still fluttering in my chest. This seems more like a dream than reality. I'm not a military otaku. I've never seen a real gun. The black shine of their weapons looks somehow tacky. They lack the imposing feel you expect. Then call their bluff if you think they're not real. I'd believe her if she told me they were fake. Mayuri suddenly speaks up.
Moika said, you're a lab med too, aren't you?
It's as if Mayuri asked my question for me. Moika was a strange woman, but I welcomed her as a lab mem all the same. What is she thinking right now? In answer, Moika pulls a gun from her belt and points it at us. Well then. That looks like a Colt M1911. Or something similar. Yeah, shit's gotten very real, Rabbit. Shit has gotten very real in the last few minutes. Moika has turned on us, threatened Akiba with a bomb threat, and now has a gang standing before us, threatening all of us. So, yeah, shit has gotten very real. And she is demanding the time machine. I realize that Moika isn't holding her phone. This is the first time I've seen her without it. No, it's very much not. Not like that matters now. Moika's gun hand is trembling. She doesn't want to do this. Is the situation affecting her, too? It must be. She's terrified of talking to people.
Our mission is to silence you.
Silence us.
Your refusal to come will change nothing.
Does that mean she plans to kill us? What does it look like, Einstein? Why? What did we do? Who sent you? Who are you people? Sorry. Let me do this properly. Who are you people?
We.
Moika suddenly lifts her head. For perhaps the third time since I've known her, she looks straight at me. Her eyes are dark and empty.
I'm from SERN.
You were wrong, Suzuha. You were wrong. CERN?
M4.
The dark-skinned man speaks up. Is he addressing Moika?
Watch your tongue.
Moika hangs her head again. In my head, I replay the words that she just spoke. SERN. They're from SERN? Why CERN? Of course. Who else could it be?
Come with us. Now.
Moika raises her voice in frustration.
If you continue to resist, I'll have to resort to extreme measures.
Moika slowly raises her gun. She points the muzzle at... Are you implying what I think you're implying, game? I ain't seeing this, man. Oh, man. I ain't seeing this. I ain't seeing this. No way. Nope, 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 nope. No! 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 My Yuri. It is... God. Oh, god damn it! God damn it, game. God fucking damn it! Moika was the mole all along! So Suzuha had bad intel. My whole body instantly goes cold.
Sheena Mayuri is not needed.
Something just gave me a script error. An error has occurred in the script on this page. Line 669, char 7, error expected, code 0, URL about blank. Do you want to continue running scripts on this page? I don't think that's going to affect anything.
Go.
We'll continue and just see if anything breaks, I guess.
Continue, save.
Make a save.
Yeah, just in case.
Yep. Alright. We'll make one over here. Just in case. What a fucking save thumbnail, let me just say. What a fucking save thumbnail. My god. I'm gonna look back at that in the future out of context and be like, the fuck? CERN hacked your computer, causing the glitch. Mayuri is secretly the key. Turns out she was the black hole all along. I guess we're gonna find out. Stop! Oh shit, you look very different now. I lunge at Moika, but the dark-skinned man is faster. Ugh! Something strikes my chin with crushing force. Probably the butt of an AK-47. The shock numbs my entire body. Stars explode behind my eyes. I fall to my knees, powerless to stand. Everything goes dark. What happened? Did he hit me with the butt of his rifle? Probably. Excuse me.
Oh, Kareem!
I look up. Mayuri, face streaked with tears, is reaching out to me as if begging for help. Over her shoulder, I see Moika ready her gun. Mayuri, no! I try to yell stop, but my voice catches in my throat. Nothing comes out but a pitiful wheeze. Someone. Anyone. Please. Stop her. Stop Moika. Moika's lips move. She's mumbling something.
For CERN. For FB. For CERN. For FB.
That is the look of doubt. Am I sensing a twist? Her mouth opens and closes robotically. That is the look of resolve. My blood curdles. No! Sharp, dry crack splits the air. Time slows to a crawl. Moika pulled the trigger. Nope, okay. No twist. Fucking hell. You really just did that. Moika is Kurisu from the future all along. Oh, why do you do this to me, game? Why did you have to do this to me? In the last hour I planned on being live tonight. Why did you do this to me? Thank you for giving fuel to my sleep paralysis demons. Yep, thank you. I hope everybody has nice dreams tonight. Fuck! Fuck! This isn't what I wanted, man. Splashes across my face, wet and warm. Her delicate, frail body falls towards me. I catch her. This image is already burned into your brain. Oh yeah, I'm never forgetting that. I'm gonna see that the rest of my life. I'm gonna be able to unsee that after all the shit I've seen tonight.
I knew what happened on this date.
Yeah.
I knew.
I'm sure you did. Oh my god, oh my god.
That's why when that fucking thing came up, I was just like, no.
Her body is limp, like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arms dangle lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose. And then, the smell of blood. The iron smell of blood in the air. Daru clutches his head and falls to his knees, screaming at the top of his lungs. The sound jerks me back to my senses. My arms. Mayuri takes one short, shallow breath. And then... Mayuri? No. No! She's dead. Mayuri's dead. Her face covered in blood. Her blood stains my hands. It's warm.
You three come with us now. No more warnings. Resist and we'll kill you too.
I hear a voice, but I can't comprehend what it's saying. What is this? What's going on here? Is this a joke? I don't think this is... I don't think this is some cosmic joke anymore, dude. Fuck! We may have created a monster here. This is a dream. Right? Right? I feel nothing. My mind is blank. I shake Mayuri's shoulder. Mayuri. Wake up, Mayuri. You'll catch cold if you sleep here. If you're tired, you can stay overnight. Or I can take you home if you prefer. Or at the train back to Ikebukuro. Together. Just like we used to before Daru joined. And it was just the two of us. Memories of her smile roll through my head. 1,000 different smiles from 1,000 different occasions. If I look away, she'll disappear. She always disappears.
But now you're fine.
Not anymore.
You don't need me to be your hostage anymore.
No, Mayuri. I still need you. Laugh for me. Like you always do. Greet me with your silly doo-doo-doo. Tell me it's a lie. Tell me you're alright. Mayuri? Ah! Red flames consume my mind, an inferno of rage and hate, and rage and hate, and the burning desire to kill everything I see. I gently lay the motionless Mayuri on the floor. I stand up, and then I fling myself at Moika. Okabe! Before I can take a step, someone grabs my hand from behind. You can't! Let me go! Let me go! You can't! They'll kill you! Moika's gun is aimed at my head. Her finger is already on the trigger. You're gonna kill me too?
If you resist.
Please, Okabe, do as she says, okay? Otherwise they'll kill you too. I tear my hand from Kurisu's grip. He's too dead set on this course of action now. My vision is a tunnel with Moika on the other side. She won't get away with this. She killed Mayuri in cold blood. I'll do the same to her. No! Moika pulls the trigger. The sound of the shot smites upon my eardrums. I feel a sharp pain on the side of my head. Nearly lose balance again. But I'm still alive. What happened? Did she miss? I realize that Moika's gun is lying at her feet. Beside it is a small stone. Someone must have thrown it and knocked her gun aside.
You're lying.
Get down! Suzuha? Suddenly Suzuha is there in the doorway, knocking one man down in the blink of an eye. Oh boy. Before anyone can react, she darts into another man's range and delivers a piercing elbow strike to his solar plexus. The man drops to his knees, gasping for air. The remaining men turn their guns on her, but she throws the incapacitated man towards them to block their aim. She then slides into the feet of the man at the rear, tripping him forward, and in a single smooth flowing motion, drives her knee into the man's face as he falls.
Who the hell?
The dark-skinned man aims his rifle. But before he can fire, Suzuha snatches the stunned attacker's gun and shoots him. Blood spurts from the man's head. What was that? Head? Hand.
Head.
Without pausing,
Yeah, okay.
Suzuha leaps into the air and delivers a soaring roundhouse kick to his jaw.
Enough.
You knew this would happen, didn't you? The next thing I know, the 5 men are down and Moika's gun is aimed at Suzuha's face. But Suzuha doesn't back down. Her gun is trained on Moika's neck. It's a standoff. Neither moves. We appear to have reached an impasse. Silence returns to the room. Why rifles? I don't know. Ask the attackers.
Who are you?
42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. She glances at me. TV. What is she saying? Turned on.
What?
Okabe, make your move. Suddenly, Kursor springs up and makes a break for the development room.
Don't move.
That's my line. I suddenly realized the meaning of Suzuha's words. The 42-inch TV downstairs. It's on. She wants me to use the time leap machine? I look at Mayuri's body. That should be all the motivation you need right fucking there. Her eyes are closed. They'll never open again. One of the men Suzuha knocked out starts to moan. If they wake up, it's all over. Suzuha looks at me again. Her eyes implore me to make my move. If I use the machine, I can avert Mayuri's death. At the same time, it could fry my brain. Now is not the time for questions, dipshit. It is time to learn through trial by fire. Fry my brain? So what? What is there to fear? My Yuri is dead, shot in cold blood. This isn't right. I won't accept it. Then change it. Change the past. You have the power. Use it! I stagger into the development room. Kurosu's about to put on the headgear. I pull it away from her. Okabe, I'm going back. No, I should be the one to... I grab her wrist and she tries to take it back. I stare into her eyes, wet with tears. I will save my Yuri. But what if it fails? This is no time to argue. We have to fucking try, okay? I ignore her and put on the headgear. Moika's last shot grazed the side of my head. My ears are still ringing. There's blood on my neck. It doesn't matter. I might fail. I might even die. But I have to try. It's my only chance to save my Yuri. Kurosu bites her lip and activates the X-68000. Okabe Rintaro, one of them's moving!
Get in there, kill them. Damn kids.
The crew cut man staggers into the development room. Acting purely on instinct, I grab future gadget number 4, Moed Snake from the shelf and flick the switch. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see.
Not now, Zach.
Zach, not the time! Ah! Kurosu? Okabe, are you sure? Are you sure about this? Really? Do it, Kurosu. Activate the machine. Ah! Pain flares in my right arm. Was I shot? Doesn't matter. I see blue-white light shining through the smoke. The discharge is starting. The light rapidly grows brighter. The floor begins to shake. The singularity is open. I crouch down, holding the headset steady with one hand. Do it! Wait for me, my Yuri. I won't die here.
Dude, you could fucking wait.
I'll cross through time to save you. Leap, my memories. Leap to the past! Leap! The world explodes into light. Oh, here we go. Chapter 6. Metaphysics Necrosis. Okay, now I will acknowledge you, Zach. What did you want to show me? I had to get through that. Sorry. Many things are happening tonight. Many things are happening.
And since we reached the crux of chapter 6, honestly, fucking...
He sent me this earlier. Little GIF thing. But that's not it.
Okay.
Did Sansi make you a logo? A little art thing? Because that looks like Sansi's style. Dude, look at you. Look at you, dude. Like, I like the Monica Chibi just being like, ha ha! Everything I've just seen, I needed that. Yeah, you have no idea what I've just seen tonight. Fucking hell. It was made by a friend of his. Okay. It looked like Sansi's. So whoever did Sansi's then. I didn't know if Sansi did his himself or what. Mayuri?
So this is the decision. What do we do since we did reach the end of the chapter?
Are you where I think you are? I don't know. I have no idea what's happening anymore. We have reached a new chapter. We have sent our memories to the past with the intent to change it. Now that we know what happens, we can try to avoid it.
Yeah, dude, what's your decision? How long's the streaming going for?
We've been going for 3 hours and 20 minutes. It's 2:25 where I am right now, so if we stop now, I'm probably gonna hop into VC for a little bit.
It's more or less
it's
mainly because we did just reach the end of a chapter.
Yep. It's earlier than I would normally want to stop, but it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to cap that?
Yeah.
How the fuck am I supposed to top that for a spot to stop?
Yeah.
Like
I knew this was
shit.
coming.
I know you
I
did.
knew this
I know
was
all
coming.
y'all who've seen this before knew this was coming. Whoa! I was not ready for that. Like, I mean, there was, nothing about, Moika that, would give her away. At least, just looking at it.
And you didn't.
From
and
what
you
I
didn't
know
think
right
they
now.
would-
Didn't think they would
You
what?
didn't think the Mayuri would be killed.
Yeah, like I said, do I sense a plot twist? But no, I did not. No. The game proved me wrong. It actually did it. And that was finally the catalyst they needed to use the fucking time leap machine. Now is when the consequences of their actions occur. Yeah, I mean, just from listening to the sound here, things sound drastically different from where we were previously. Oop, that's not what I want.
I think for one, save before you forget.
Yep,
Welcome to Chapter 6.
Yep, I'm gonna put that right there. Right there.
Metaphysics necrosis. So, after this chapter is finally when we'll be starting to finalize the roots and then achieving the true ending.
I see. Yeah, things are about to get complicated from here. Now that we're sending memories back in time. Now,
is where...
Yeah, now we actually have to act on those memories. Oh boy. Oh boy.
We're right back, just gonna go. I've been busting for a piss for like 30 minutes.
Yep, I hear ya. Mine... My water bottle is pretty empty. There's still some in there, but, like, there's not much. And, yeah, I'm surprised I didn't piss myself during that last scene that just played out. This is the turning point? Oh, definitely. This is the point of no return. Like, we've done it. There's no going back now. We are the first time leaper. Our boy Okabe. And now is when we find out what the hell happens as a result. It sounds like something pretty drastic happened just looking at it, listening to that sound effect. Just listen to this. Things feel dramatically different. So, yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Oh god, fuck! I feel refreshed.
Good. I think we're going to call tonight's episode here. It's earlier. It's earlier than I would normally end, but
how the fuck?
I
seriously.
I think it's only right to leave things here for now. Like, I need a full dose of Chapter 6. I do not want to start for like half an hour and, not want to stop but have to stop because I have to work tomorrow. So, like, I have to
have a bit of time to process.
Gauge myself here. Yeah. I'm glad it's ending earlier. You're tired? Yeah, that's another nice plus, I guess. I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about this at work now. Also, is it just me, or is the screen color different now on this menu? I just noticed that. Hold on. Hold up. Hold the phone. Okay, nothing's different here. I could have sworn this was a different color before. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe Okabe is finally rubbing off on me. But I could have sworn this was a different color before. Alright, well... Yeah, I ain't gonna forget what I've seen tonight. Oh, no. No chance in hell. I ain't gonna be able to stop thinking about this until next week. Oh, jeez. This is gonna be a hell of a trip coming back to this next week, dude. Yeah, I have no idea what to expect now, because we are literally in uncharted territory. Like, story-wise, we are literally in uncharted territory. Nobody's ever done this before. Yeah. So I have no clue what to expect now. It sounds like our sending of memories has dramatically altered something. I'm just waiting to see what that is, and if it lines up with what I'm thinking. So yeah, I guess we'll find out next week. So thank you all for watching, and I hope everybody has nice dreams tonight. So until next time.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, take care.